The Wild Wild West.
Who came up with that study?
Who's that?
The University of Guys That Lie. That's just a classic Norm Macdonald.
That's a. I always like those guys that hold it down like they have big, like huge dicks. Do you have any friends that are like the move? I was explaining this to Brittany, my wife, the other day. I was just like, the move is because she was like, why do white guys always downplay their dicks? But if you talk to black guys, they're like, oh, my dick's so fucking. I'm like, well, first of all, I mean, let me tell you about a little bio 101. Yeah. But I was basically telling her, I'm like, well, the move is you downplay it. So when someone sees it, they go, oh, nice. But then there's this whole other move. You're like, oh, my shit's the biggest. And I know dudes used to do that, and I've heard them get exposed because I know they would just happen. I would know a woman they laid with, and the lady would give me a scoop and be like, it's not that big.
I try not to bring it up.
You don't bring it up at all?
To the woman? No, I don't think I've ever brought it up.
You don't talk dong whatsoever?
Pre a woman seeing my dong, I don't think I've ever once been like,
my dong.
Get ready. It's all right.
But I've heard dudes hold it. This guy was holding it down to other dudes. I'll hit him occasionally
with this thing's not going to work tonight. I'll give him a heads up. I'm like, look, we can hang out. It's not going to work.
Yeah, it's out of order.
It's well out of order.
Yeah, but I've heard dudes who like talk their dicks up to other dudes. For some reason, like,
yes, to other dudes,
yeah, and then they get exposed, like of a mutual female friend who.
At this point in my life,
a dick bragger. Oh yeah, hey, Francis Ellis is with us, everybody.
On the podcast,
hey,
Big Frank.
I would care more about dudes knowing that I had a big dick than women.
You probably do have a big dick, you fucking weirdo.
No.
You definitely have a weird dick.
I don't want to go
there.
there.
A weird big dick. Look at that body, dude. Boy, look at that body.
That thing's sticking straight out, dude.
Damn, I hate how fucking handsome and sculpted Frank is.
Get out of here,
it's awesome.
I hate it.
That thing's probably sticking straight out, dude.
Do you know how good looking and in shape you have to be a fucking pink ginger and still be handsome? The odds were stacked against you.
It's been a battle. It's been a battle.
You should be hideous.
What was it like growing up?
I was most of my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to get bullied for it.
For what? Being ugly?
Yeah, people would give me all kinds of shit.
Get under the porch, freak.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say I had a big nose.
Well, that's correlated with big dongs, apparently, too.
Fuck.
And I was really
tiny Irish nose.
I really pink skin. Then I
12s.
started wearing sunscreen more.
Size 12s.
Me too. Fuck. I'm also 6'3" with a size 12.
I got some room in these though.
Yeah, those are absurd shoes, dude.
So you were bullied. You were whatchamacallit, an ugly duckling and turned into a beautiful swan. I was a bit of
the red swan.
I was a fat little gremlin my whole life. Yeah, dude. It's good.
Yeah. I was a big fat gremlin my whole life, just bullying, attacking.
It's the best. So you said you were on the prowl basically though.
Yeah.
Preemptive strike.
Preemptive strike everybody.
You got to stay in the preemptive strike mode. It's hard to get out
if I was a ginger and somebody called me a ginger, I would immediately be like, well, your fucking dad's dead, so shut up. You got to always have the nuke.
Yeah.
You got the nuke immediately.
I used to do that.
Yeah, you have to.
I would get in trouble because my reactions were never commensurate with the offense against me.
It's a ridiculous offense.
There's a racial.
You're hanging out.
You're getting hate crime.
You're hanging out and someone's making fun of you for something you can't change.
Yeah.
Unless you started talking shit and then they're like, shut up, freak.
No, I didn't. I wanted to be friends with everyone.
You're minding your
that never
business.
helps.
What would they say? Like, you fucking...
One guy, I
remember
remember
that
this.
you're red hair because your dad...
They'd always ask me if my pubic hair matched the color on my head.
Sexual assault.
Which was so abrasive. I don't, it's like, that's such a personal question. And also, why wouldn't it?
Yeah, obviously, it obviously does.
Guard dog's penis and his dick hair doesn't match his head hair.
He's two-tone.
Is that right?
Yep. It's true.
Yeah, but you're like a mutt.
Yeah.
You are. He's WAP from the fucking eyebrows down.
Yeah. It's true.
He's got an Irish brain and a WAP body. The worst.
Bad combo.
It is
actually kind of the best there.
They
you want to get a WAP body, you get a
Italian
big dong,
brain.
you're hairy.
Yeah,
cool.
then you get
a nice
Irish
depressed
brain.
Irish brain.
Yeah, it's true.
True. You look at your spaghetti meatballs and go, what's the point?
It's even the point. We all die anyway.
Ma. Hey, Ma, what's the point of it all?
Frank, what's going on with you?
Sometimes I like to just... I like you guys so much that I just want to be part of it and see what's happening. I didn't used to, but since I started doing your pod sometimes, I now listen to it a lot. So this has become surreal to be on
Yeah.
it again. I hadn't. This
We're
is the
not
first.
talking right now. Me and Shane aren't talking.
We're pissed.
We're locked in Mortal Kombat.
I don't know if you've noticed. I haven't talked to Matt once.
Yeah,
yet.
we're not. Me and him
You
don't.
guys
speak
had that
anymore.
whole shoe thing that
Bro,
worked.
No, that we weren't talking to each other.
That's just showbiz, dude. We put it on for the camera.
Yeah.
We hate each other right now.
Yeah,
Golly.
Matt's
Dude, he
mad.
beat
I won
me
the
in a
tournament. I won the best podcaster tournament.
He beat me in the Retard's Choice Awards, dude.
Dude, you want to know something?
What?
I voted.
You voted? I knew you would. I saw it. I went, I'm not going to hit the button.
I wanted to see what the scores were every
I knew
time.
you were gonna
I
do that.
voted on every single one.
Did you really?
Yeah. And then I was like, God, I hope you can't see who I'm voting for. That would be psychotic shit.
I
I
saw
wanted
the
to see the
button.
scoreboards, dude.
What was the final score? Don't tell
I
me.
didn't see ours. I swear to God, I didn't see ours.
Don't tell me.
I was voting on all the other ones. I didn't see ours.
You were fucking...
Let me see. I think we were in a barn burner, dude.
Dude, I kept trying to check Twitter this weekend. I would pull up and see like Matt McCusker, and I'd read whoever I was verse. I would get deeply embarrassed and just go, "Fuck, dude! I hope nobody looks at this."
Yeah,
I won.
54 to 46. Shane.
54 to 46.
That's not exactly neck and neck.
That's pretty close.
Pretty
Less than
close.
10.
How many votes?
Well, I guess it's 10.
Well, 54, 46,
330,
3,200.
What
That's
is
a
it?
very
What
good
does that
sample
come out
size.
to?
What do you mean?
54 and 46. 100 basically.
Hundy, yeah.
I said 110. Fuck. Scrub that.
What, the percentages?
I said 110 off a while ago.
Percent? Yeah.
Oh,
gonna
the
be 100.
percent. That was the percentage,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the. It wasn't 100.
No, not the total votes. It was 3,200 people.
Jesus
voted.
Christ.
No, I mean, it's pretty much official now.
I mean, that was like a city election. Small city. Rural city.
Did better than
Village.
Lori Lightfoot.
True. She get
Dude, let it go.
Dude, I fucking can't.
I knew
dude.
you were gonna do this.
I had t-shirts pre-printed, dude. I'm like a fucking failed.
Now they're in Africa. Now they're in Africa, dude. McCusker 2023.
I was going in my
Asperion.
fucking stand-up bio. Fuck. Recent winner of fucking Twitter poll.
That's why I'm dressed so flashy today. I put on my Hawaiian bucket hat. I said, God damn,
What's
I
funny
knew
is
I was number one.
I would
baby."
read them. I'd be like, this shit is so embarrassing. Oh my God, I hope I lose. The next morning I go, I won again. Nice.
Yeah, I guess I am definitely better than that guy.
Oh man, it's like someone poking that bee. You have like a bee's nest of just unsavory
Embarrassing.
goblin
It's
traits inside
embarrassing.
of you, and that thing was just poking mine all
So
weekend. I was going,
embarrassing.
oh, stop
Yeah.
it. I try to hide this part of myself.
I voted. I got in there and voted mischievously.
I knew you would. I saw the
Sometimes.
button. I said, I'm not touching it.
I
Shane-
voted for you every time, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, you little fuck.
There's no way.
What?
I don't think you actually voted for him.
He
Oh, in the
did. I
finals?
guarantee he did.
did? You
I
voted for him?
Matt. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, I voted for you like 100 times.
Yeah. Well, look.
This could be the
Now that
thing.
the dust settled, dude,
This could be
don't
the
deny the election. Don't deny the results.
And a recount.
Don't deny the results, dude.
That's a big lie, dude.
Yeah. Francis, you weren't even fucking on that thing, dude.
I didn't know.
If
I don't know what we're talking about.
Don't worry about
What
it.
is
dude.
it? Is it really the retard awards?
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally is.
Obviously,
For sure.
I won.
I'm honored to be omitted.
It was truly, by the people, for the people.
How is this podcast? You say you watch it. Is it any good?
No, I
always
listen
wonder.
to it
Listen.
when I'm driving.
Working, man.
There's some
Obviously.
really funny parts.
when you're driving and just fucking giving hell to minorities in the road.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, dude. You are. I mean, hell yeah. But watch out. Watch out, brother. There's going to be such a good video of you like, call the police.
You know?
Help. Call the police.
No, I've been shot. I've been shot.
I've been shot now.
You know what I wanted to do
Great.
was I wanted to buy Meek Mill's bulletproof SUV.
Dude, you should get that.
He was trying to sell it, and I
How much was
DM'd
it?
him about it.
Did you really?
He was selling it for like 160 grand. It wasn't as bad as I would have thought,
That's pretty cool.
and it's totally bulletproof.
really?
And I thought if I had that, then I could really lean into making sure people are abiding by the laws of the road.
yeah.
you should get some tactical gear. Maybe even a weapon. You should arm yourself.
You should go out with a gun.
I bet you I could get one legally
A gun? Yeah, for sure.
in New York.
Yeah.
It's not as hard as I would have thought. I looked into it once.
Yeah, I think
We
it's
talked
easy
about
now.
that. Yeah, we were trying to figure out.
Supreme Court.
You're looking to get a gun. Really?
Yeah, they were like, nah, dude, you can get guns in New York.
You have to be.
Yeah.
New York City was trying to be fucking soft, dude.
Yeah.
Although, if there is one place that shouldn't have guns,
When did they change their mind though on the guns?
I thought like last year.
Did it work? Was it like so many buses of Mexicans came up here and they're like, fine, fucking, you can
Everybody,
have some guns.
yeah, definitely.
Did that work?
It's probably exactly when it happened.
I just had the guy pulled up and gave me my acai bowl, dude, and it was like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, dude, never in my ancestors' wildest dreams did they think a Mexican man, a 50-year-old Mexican man, would come up on a scooter and give me a fruit from the Amazon.
Yeah.
And I just walked in like, nice.
Yeah, that's it. And you sit here and talk.
That's just, his life's almost over. That guy's a halfway point in life, and he's just buzzing around.
It's a good life, though.
It's an awesome life, dude.
Getting to whip a scooter.
Dude, imagine if, say, I don't know where this guy's from. He didn't speak English, but imagine he was from a place that was genuinely food insecure.
Yeah.
And now he's just like, here you go, dude.
Yeah.
Here's a fucking hoagie. Every now and again, he fucking munches, dude. That's the best.
Yeah, that is pretty fucking cool.
Isn't that cool?
It is cool.
I wouldn't even thought that when second grade that I'd ever have a Mexican man ride up to me on a moped and it's be like, here you are, sir.
No.
I go, thank you.
I had the
No, I had no
feeling it would.
concept.
Like, you thought Mexican man, you thought
I saw that coming for me.
Yeah, definly.
And I said,
You were at Harvard, man. When
I
you were
said,
singing your
someday-
songs.
someday it'll be easier than it is right now. Boy, was I right. I used to go to the counter to get my burritos.
Yeah, now it's the
Not
burritos
no
come
more.
to you.
No, now the burrito comes to me.
They're handed to me at the door while I clutch our
Dude,
French bulldog.
how sick would it be for an Uber Eats, but it's from tacos literally from Mexico, and people have to sneak them into the country and give them to you? That'd be pretty tight. Like real authentic Mexican cuisine got in here that gets to you the authentic fucking way.
Yeah.
Just like a 13-year-old boy through a tunnel with a guy with a
Smuggles
machine gun behind him. You check your thing, and you're like, "Oh, my Uber Eats driver's in a shipping container right
Great.
now off the post."
Great. He's
Oh,
at the
damn it,
border.
my guy died in a shipping container. My call for a refund. You're like, this is fucking bullshit.
I mean, that's how some guys get sniz.
What?
Grubhub, some sniz.
Really? Oh, yeah, you can do
bunch
the.
of sex slaves get stuck in a shipping container.
Whoa.
Overheat. They go, fuck, they burnt my fucking sex slave.
Yeah, I forgot you can get whores like right off your phone like Uber Eats now. That's kind of cool.
Is that true?
I'd imagine.
Yeah, you can get whores on the internet.
Yeah, on the
I
internet.
think
Is
that's
there
the
an
only way to
app,
get
though?
whores now.
Yeah, I guess so. On the internet, you can't really go street walking. It's kind of
Yeah.
tough. You know, that must have been cool though. Back in the '80s, to like go to like the street walking spots.
You just walk down the block and they're like, hey, baby, you
So-
looking for a good time?
Yeah, it's a lady dressed like a slut. You're
Yeah.
like, there's a whore,
I'll
and
give
you would
you
just
$5.
yeah, really.
Then a guy comes and beats the fuck out of you in an alleyway while you're getting your dick sucked.
They shoot up and die.
What a life.
Yeah, they shoot up and die, and you gotta go home to your wife. You're like, yeah, some jerk off stole my wallet. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, those were the days, dude. When just a hardworking guy could go just fucking get a blowjob from a heroin addicted lady and go back to his family and drink like 6 beers and tell his wife
Fucking
to
snap
shut
the
up.
belt at the kids. Get the fuck upstairs, dude.
How were women not getting pregnant if brothels have been around since before
they get
condoms
pregnant.
and
they would-
birth control?
They do
Oh,
get pregnant.
They'd get pregnant.
all of them?
That's the injured list. Some of them probably do.
You know what happens?
Yeah.
What you just
You go in,
You
the
dig?
pimp would go, come here, give me that baby.
You're not getting them all.
They would scoop the babies out.
Oh, the babies.
They
not
would
the
abort those
sperms.
babies.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not
Oh.
the sperms. Yeah, I guess I should have done an abortion act out better.
What do you mean, the pimp? Come here.
That's what you do to the baby inside the pussy.
Get out.
You say, you ain't pregnant, bitch. Come here. See?
I don't know how pimps got like they pass through that. Like they are so like, you know, obviously I'm not saying being a pimp is cool, but they are for like the let's say like who do you think the biggest scoundrels of society are? Obviously pedophiles. You know.
Scoundrel.
Yeah, pedophiles
Pimps,
are scoundrels.
You scoundrel.
Yeah, they're scoundrels. Like the
Rap
number
scallion.
one.
You knew you should have waited.
Yeah.
You impatient
You don't
bastard.
think we all want to do that, dude? Don't cut to the front of the line. You got to wait like the rest of us.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's pedophiles. It's
jumping the
fucking
gun at the starting
burglars.
line.
Burglars.
Burglars are, dude, I hate, if somebody burgled me,
Dude, it would
I'd
suck.
be fucking pissed.
You'd never be comfortable in your home again.
You know who I think it is? I think it's those people that play like the knockout game.
Those are some pretty bad
Just
scoundrels.
pure anarchists.
But again,
Yeah.
go up behind people and
you
just
seem to have a
punch
problem with a particular group.
them. Who says? What's
You
that
might
guy?
need the bulletproof
Who is that guy?
Why?
You paint that guy. I'm not painting that
You
guy.
know, blocking black people, they're busy, dude. They gotta
Says-
get somewhere.
Is that okay?
They need to use the shoulder.
I mean, I saw a version of the Mexican man that Matt was talking about.
Mexican knockout guys?
Yeah, they came
The
right
street
up on their.
luchadors that come and jump
The
off
luchadors do not fucking do the knockout game.
He
Dude.
straps himself out of his Grubhub warm up.
No, you know.
That's they keep their fists warm in the midst for it. They come out and they beat up old Asian
Yeah,
ladies.
the Asians need to keep theirs too.
Every time I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? I see his thing. He stopped. He probably gets off and beats the shit out of an
a
Asian
cage
lady.
match.
You ever reach your hand in?
In the gloves?
Oh my
no,
God,
dude.
that are
no.
attached. I just wanted to see if it was warm and sweaty.
Did you ever go in
I
there?
never have, but if I did, I know I'd smell my hands after.
What do you think it would smell like? Probably smell good.
Warm and sweaty. I bet it'd be sweaty.
It'd feel like a hockey glove. You ever-
Yeah.
It'd be fucking
When
disgusting.
you put on someone else's football pads. and
Yeah. It'd be terrible.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah, it'd be pretty nasty.
Yeah. But you don't like the kids playing the knockout game. You have a particular hatred for them.
Well, there's no way to defend. You can't defend against. You can't see it coming. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
No,
What,
it's
the
crap.
knockout game. I think I'd be able to fucking.
You would see it coming.
It makes you walk
feel
down the
it.
sidewalk with your head on a swivel. I can't listen to music anymore when I walk because I'm
I
afraid
do
of
it. I don't care if someone shoots me in the face. I have to listen to music.
Yeah.
If I'm, like night. I walk my dogs at nighttime, blasting. And I'm like, dude, if someone wants to get me, they can.
I was
get
on
me.
some late night walk last night.
You got it.
Me and a bro passed
Yeah.
each other, and it was very like, oh shit.
What's up?
I had to look back at him.
Yeah.
I had to make sure he wasn't running up behind me, knocking me out, dude.
Beat you, punching you.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a thing too. I think that it's usually not a lone punch man. Usually there's like
Yes.
it's the bros.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can see
they're
a
out
gang of
having
kids.
fun.
Yeah, it's not a lone puncher. It's usually the bros are out, and you can kind of like. I have a good eye for trouble. I have a lot of little kids.
Yeah, how do you
around me.
identify it?
Huh?
What's some
Just
indicators?
whispering, snickering. If I hear a bunch of kids snickering, I go,
What's a
"What's
solid
that?"
indicator for you where you're like, well, this could be dangerous?
I would say just the attitude. If I hear
What
like
type of attitude?
just a lot of rough talking. If I hear a lot of rough talking, I might say, "What the hell are those kids up to?" A lot of rough
Yeah,
talking.
rough talk.
Hear some cuss words. If I hear a bunch of kids cussing, I go,
Cussing?
"What the hell are these kids?"
If they're communicating with their eyes,
Oh, like a
That's bad.
furtive glance.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you see a kid like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh,
Ew.
I told you when I almost got held up at gunpoint. The two kids came up to me. I was walking my dog at the time was a puppy, and I was walking it, and these two little kids just were looking at me like they wanted to fight me, and I was literally like, "What the fuck?" They're like 13-year-olds, and I was like, kind of laughing, like, "What's these kids' problem?" And then they looked at me, and then I was on Drexel's campus. A Drexel student. At the time, I was probably like 30 living on Drexel's campus. But
Yeah.
like a real student
were.
came.
Yes.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
A real student came by and they looked at each other, literally nonverbal communication. They looked at that kid and they followed him. And I went, oh, I think they're going to rob that guy.
Oh, nice.
Sure enough, I came home and the guy was filling out a police report on his steps. They had robbed him at gunpoint.
nice.
You almost could have facilitated that
What do you mean?
if they were looking at you and you were like, "Mm-mm,
I was just kind of looking. I was just laughing. Like,
Yeah,
that
true.
guy."
You're like-
that
I thought they
guy's
wanted
better.
to fight me. I was like, I'd beat the shit out of these two kids right now. And I
Yeah.
just kind of gave them a look like, dude, I'd fuck you guys up. And then they just went like, they looked over and they were like, and I was like, man.
Saw a nice Drexel student.
Oh, dude, they chose well, dude.
Yeah.
And I had a dog too.
Oh yeah.
I had a
Well, you
little,
said it was
I had a little
puppy.
ankle biter on me. So
They are scared of.
I mean, from a tactical position, it's like you don't know that my dog could bite your ankles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that dog was particularly an
Yeah.
ankle biter.
I know. So
Yeah.
they made a wise choice. They robbed the right guy. I'll be honest. They robbed the right guy.
Was he white?
Yeah, he was going. The one guy, I believe he had braids or something. Dude, I went up and went, well, I don't think that one guy had braids, but that's your problem, sir.
Yeah.
You pussy
You got
ass.
any other ways to describe him? College
ass.
boy? Yeah. Any other words you want to use?
Welcome to the city, college boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a nice moment for me. Just realizing like I must carry at least like a level 1 G pass now. All my years in the city didn't go to waste.
Yeah.
They assessed me and they looked into my soul as a white man and they said, there's something in that one brewing. I don't know.
Something
If
bad is in there.
we never
We don't
heard
want
about
it.
those ones, dude.
Yeah. That's a mad dog.
Exactly, dude.
You would have mad dog.
You go white boy crazy on him so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's instant.
kill me.
Fucking kill me. You're not taking my wallet.
I would have sucked the gun.
You fucking do it, you punk. And they would have done it too.
I would've
They were
taken-
like 13.
I
Those
should
are
have taken
kids.
the fucking gun and shot my dog and be like, look what you guys did. Look what you did. I'm going to pull your pants
You're
down
gonna
now.
fucking fry.
Can you molest in self-defense?
Yes.
If a 13-year-old pulls a gun out, can you fucking grab his penis and be like,
Little Mexican standoff, dude. Don't fucking shoot me. Yeah.
one pump and you're gay forever. Is this what you want? Do you want to ruin your life, kid?
You want to throw it all away right now by being a fucking fruitcake? Gay black guy in Philly. Good luck, dude.
You'll be working for Chipotle.
Everybody's going to beat your ass.
One pump. You've really led us down a dark corridor here, Francis.
Yeah, Francis. Why? Just Francis's racism just exudes.
I mean,
You hate.
I like that. I like that painting you made. That was good. Jerking a kid off.
I think I
Get
say
out
it
of
every
a-
time we're together, but I love thinking of Francis at his in Harvard at that long table. You know how they all sit at a long table and wear tuxedos and sing?
Really? Oh, yeah, they do
Yeah, they
that.
all light
Yeah.
candles and they're like, "We are the gentlemen of Harvard."
It's even worse.
Ha ha!
We
hurrah.
stood
Yeah.
on the chairs and held hands and swung our hands.
No, that's a lie.
100% true.
Holy shit, dude!
Do you want me to tell you the song?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I know this. I've made you sing it before, but let me hear it.
AD, happiness and wealth. AD, here's to your good health. And may you live for 1,000 years and never
Whoa.
get drunk in a vale of tears and always have your children round about you. Hey.
Jesus Christ, dude! You guys
Man.
are fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
That's a 1,000-year Reich, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the motto was, not bread and salt are these, but the hand clasp of my friendship.
What's that mean?
Who knows?
Not bread and salt or
It was
I don't like
a
it.
toast to the meal or something like that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Like, it's not just food. We're communing right now
I think that's
in our mutual hatred for the poor and
Yeah.
yeah.
mutual hatred of the poor and the feeble-minded.
You know, people get
God,
mad at me for hating the
ours-
poor, and I
Our
don't.
college fucking song was just like ba-rum bum bum. Like, chug that fucking calico, dude. You fucking pussy.
What were the parties like at Harvard?
They were good because if we had. What we would do is at the club we would invite all these girls from Northeastern and BU and
Sluts, dumb sluts that
Oh.
could never get into
was like
Harvard.
Chambermaids.
yeah, receptacles and
What was it like? They'd see you and be like, "Oh my god."
no, the thing was, you know, the only guys that could come to our party would be the guys that were in the club. There'd be 20 per grade, so there's 60 of them because it was sophomore on.
Yeah.
And then there'd be you'd have an email list that you'd send a paperless post invite out. Hey, we're having a Christmas party, whatever.
Was this for a fraternity?
It is like that. They're the final clubs.
What's that?
Skull and Bones, dude.
Whoa.
No, that's Yale.
Yeah, but you guys, what's yours? Yours is even more spooky.
Ours is not. Those are secret societies. And Skull and Bones was like how the CIA was founded.
Yeah.
My grandfather was in it.
Yes. We've talked
awesome.
about this, and
Yeah.
I was a little weirded out by that.
But
cool.
and then
I
went
think
into
you're
the
a
CIA.
CIA ass. You're an
I
asshole.
tried. They didn't let me in.
I know.
Really?
You're such a dumbass.
How did you try to get in?
I applied.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have any gadgets on you when you applied at least?
No.
Yeah, true. You should have had something up your
Yeah.
sleeve.
A tiny
I
little
was-
fucking.
It's like, do you
was-
have a pen? Actually, never mind. I do.
I just took a picture of the whole room.
Yeah.
You guys want it?
Should have hit him with the MIB flash at the end. Be like, this interview actually didn't go bad.
You have a pug that just walks in. with
Yeah. Be like, start talking to it. Be like, he can't understand you.
you. So you applied.
I
and
can
what-
talk to dogs.
How did they turn you down? Or was just like you threw your application into a void?
I never got an interview.
Yeah, it happened to me at Walmart.
And I was under the impression
That's tough.
I was led to believe that it was not particularly competitive.
Were you pissed when you saw that commercial of the fucking Mexican lady?
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it.
I was like, I got
He's
beat
like,
by
I
an
am
affirmative
Latinx.
action hire yet
Yeah.
again. By the goddamn CIA. But come on, let's be honest. Who's blending in fucking Saudi Arabia better, me or
True.
that lady?
You look good in a fucking hijab, dude.
I think
You look
I-
like Lawrence of
yeah.
Arabia. You
Yeah.
look cool as shit.
I'd look like Leonardo DiCaprio on Body of Lies. How would you say that a Western man does try to blend in if he's posted in the field in a place like Syria? What's the outfit?
You got to go like Jumanji clothes, I guess. Long
Yeah, you gotta
beard.
go full safari. You gotta go short khakis and one of those dumb hats. You gotta go World War One.
I'm a historian of the local temple.
Nigel
Elmer Fudd
Thornberry.
hat.
Yeah, you gotta be a fake archaeologist.
Yep, exactly.
So you're not trying to
the whip.
You're not trying to look
Yeah,
like you're not trying to look like a local.
but never train on how to use it. Then one day, just like try to hit a guy, get beheaded, dressed like a
I think
dumbass.
it's like prison. You got to go over there and find the first biggest woman and beat the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yo, that guy's fucking.
You're
That
like
guy's,
sick.
that guy's for real." You got to hit the marketplace and be like, "Who the fuck is?" What did Trudeau do?
Trudeau, yeah.
Ooh, maybe he was an asshat actually. He can't imagine how torture that would be if he was actually like, you know, doing what the CIA does and like working for world peace, and he had to do blackface, and everyone thinks he's just a piece of shit having
Yeah,
fun at parties.
just working for world peace.
But in reality, yeah, he was trying to like help like bolster up like
he
you
was
know-
trying to give them democracy,
Yeah, exactly.
and just has nothing to do with their natural resources.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, like they do. Try to make sure everyone's safe and good.
Matt, I'm so happy you're here.
Dude, I'm pumped.
You guys have mended? You mended it?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
back. We're back
I didn't
together.
believe it for a second. There's too much on the line. There's too much at stake.
Yeah,
It would be fun though. Just a bitter feud.
because of that.
Bitter feud.
Yeah, we were talking
And,
about.
yeah, whatever.
Hopefully
Just
that's what breaks us apart.
bitter fucking
There's a
feud.
Twitter poll.
I like to think about that every now and again. I watch a lot of Dame Dash interviews. That's a bitter feud.
Him and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a 10-year bitter feud. They're just in court like suing each other constantly. Which is kind of cool. It's kind of balling though. It's like
Yeah.
kind of a sick ending to a working
just
relationship. It's like
constant litigation.
we're in court forever to the end of time. We'll just be suing each other in court. Kinda
Hemorrhaging
nice.
money.
Yeah.
You guys,
Each of us hemorrhaging money.
Yeah.
You guys ever been to court?
For like
Anything?
traffic ticket, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Let's say.
Oh, you're saying like real lawsuit stuff?
yeah.
No.
Nah, I wish.
I used to fear it.
Litigation?
Yeah, but I don't fear it as much anymore.
What do you thought people were like litigious? Or, like,
I just thought that if I ever ended up in court, it would be a very stressful thing.
Yeah. You'd be like that Murdoch guy. You kind of.
Yeah.
I could see you look like his son.
Yeah, I do. Because I'm a ginger.
You don't, dude. I'm
I
just saying
don't.
it.
But they weren't so bad looking.
No, I don't think so.
the dad looked nuts, dude.
Yeah, he was.
But he was on opiates for like forever.
Yeah, they kept using that against him.
Did you hear the reason he takes opiates?
No.
They make things more interesting.
That's what you said?
Yeah.
Damn.
He goes, they just make things more interesting.
That's awesome.
So I lied to get my hands on him. Yeah, it's fair enough. It's like, oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
It's like he hit the old like, getting high before the movies is just better.
Yeah.
It's
He's
why he killed his
absolutely right,
wife.
dude.
It's like for sure.
I taste the food better.
Lucy Breakers let you have nicotine whenever and wherever you want it.
They have tiny capsules that release your chosen strength of nicotine.
When you're ready, break the capsule with your teeth to unleash a burst of flavor.
Pause.
Yeah, I fucking
I love the
love
delicious mango flavor. Me personally, I like a little
Me
fruity
too.
nicotine.
Oh.
With flavors like mint, mango, berry, and espresso, there's something for everybody.
Get $10 off your first order on lucy.co when you use our promo code DRENCHED at checkout.
Shipping's always free, man.
That's lucy.co promo code DRENCHED, Shane, to receive $10 off and always free shipping.
Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, Matt. Every order is age verified, Matt.
Well, this product does contain nicotine, Shane, and nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Shane is addicted
Shane's
to
an
nicotine.
addictive
I am
chemical.
violently addicted to nicotine. Thank you.
Bye. Nice.
Guys, Displate is the art of the future.
High quality metal prints with millions of cool designs. Oh, I love display. Check it out.
Whoa, there's a
That's
display.
fucking
We don't have to
crazy.
do that. We can bring in the actual display.
Yeah, where's it?
go
Where's
grab
the display?
that.
Grab
Show
that
off
display.
these fucking cans for the listener.
Oh, there! I didn't realize it was here. Look at this thing.
Look at the cans on this lady.
Woo! Look at that, dude.
Can you imagine?
Could I imagine? I could, but I won't.
Look at that. That's Salt Life, dude. You're drinking a bottle of rum. You see that thing floating around? If you're a nerd, snag an epic Star Wars, Marvel, or DC display. And for the Chads, they got hot babes and fast cars, too.
Easily hang.
Holy shit.
Easily hang with the attached magnet and switch out anytime.
Guys, all you got to do is click the link in our description to see some of our favorite displays and get our special discount.
That discount, you can get one or get two displays at 27% off or 34% off when you buy 3 or more. Discounts will be automatically applied to your cart.
Use code DRENCHED when you visit displate.com to get the discount.
That's displate.com code DRENCHED or click the link in our show notes.
Get yourself or someone you love unique art with Displate.
Awesome. Today's episode is sponsored by PayPal Honey. It's the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or on your computer.
Honey is the free shipping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart.
It supports over 30,000 stores online, ranging from gaming products and fashion brands to even food delivery.
What I bought and saved a bunch.
Oh my God, on Honey, it's crazy.
Personally, I endorse this product.
Oh my dude, when I use it on my iPhone and my computer, I couldn't ask for a better thing to use for my
I love
buying
it, especially
money
when they send us the
discount.
J Train podcast read.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's simple. When you check out online, the Honey button appears, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. You have to call them coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for the coupons it can find. If Honey if Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the prices drop.
Dang, it's like being an old lady at Rite Aid with none of the embarrassment of
Yes.
standing there and holding up the line. I love Honey, and you will too. I never go shopping without it.
Honey doesn't just work on desktops. It works on your iPhone too. Just activate it on Safari on your phone and save on the go.
If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on deals.
By getting it, you're doing yourself a fucking solid and supporting the podcast.
Get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/drenched.
That's joinhoney.com/drenched. Matt, don't disrespect PayPal Honey with a fart.
I was thinking about all the deals.
That's good deals, dude. Thank you. Back now, let's get back to the hit podcast, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. And then he shot his son.
Allegedly.
And wife.
No,
He got found
it's
guilty.
no longer alleged.
Found guilty.
Yeah.
Is it for, did they have like total proof? Because he
Other
had a
than-
solid alibi. He was at his mom's house.
I think he said I was at my mom's.
Yeah. I think he had like a
no, I think the
senile
alibi
lady
was
back
or the thing that got him was like his son's Snapchat.
and he was in it.
He was in it. He
was
was like,
the
I
one-
was never there. It's just him holding a gun. It's like, shit. No, it wasn't that. I didn't follow
There's
it
his
at all.
voice in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't follow it at all. I got secondhand from my girlfriend.
Yeah, oh, they love that.
They loved it.
They
I was like,
fucking
I was
love that.
like, I don't think it should be on TV.
I agree
I was
with
like,
this.
it's kind of fucked up.
I completely agree with this.
Yeah.
That Netflix would have released a documentary they knew would be very popular on the eve of a
Before the
jury
trial.
deciding.
Yeah.
I think it was mid-trial.
You think murders are fixed now? Like boxing? Think domestic horrible murders are fixed? I think they're fixed, honestly.
I don't think there's any way for a jury to remain impartial,
Yeah, true.
especially if it's a high-profile case.
I don't know.
I don't
If
think they should be putting court shit on TV.
yeah, well, it doesn't do anything to further, like, it's not
fucked
like
up.
a
It's
national
not-
issue.
Everybody's like, it's our business. It's no one's business.
It really isn't.
It's
You're
so
right.
annoying when crimes, to me, when crimes in the fucking news
Yeah.
like that.
So, yeah, like a personal,
Like where it's
you know,
like a guy freaked
crime of
out and
passion.
shot his wife and son.
Yeah, it's a crime of passion.
I'm in Pennsylvania. Or in New York. I have nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
I got to
there's-
watch a guy cry. I was watching it. I was like, if he's innocent, this is terrible.
yeah.
We're just, thank God he was guilty.
Yeah, true.
But if he was innocent, we're just watching a guy break down and be like, I would never hurt my family.
I've done a lot of
Yeah,
bad
he had
things.
the-
What if he was innocent?
He had the Oscar Pistorius stream going down. He had
I don't remember the Pistorius one.
the mucus coming off of his nose.
Yeah, I bet
Well, maybe he
Yeah.
was innocent. Kyle Rittenhouse cried. He was innocent.
he's innocent as hell.
We didn't do a
Now
goddamn
he's giving
thing.
speeches, making video games and shit.
I feel like if you cry, they should be like,
Rockstar.
all right, clearly innocent. Go ahead.
Yeah. Second you start crying, yeah, true.
It's like you're crying, dude. Like, oh shit, you must be
This
upset.
must mean something to you.
You must be upset.
Never mind. No way the jury's going to look at this as a sign of you being unstable. Seeing a grown man break down sobbing. There's no way the jury's going to.
Well, here's my question.
What if he was like, I'm not going to get any more Percocets anymore? And he's like,
I'm going to get I bet he can.
yeah,
You'll
get some perks.
He's going to Percocet heaven.
Perk hero. True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. He's going to have to do things for those perks.
Yeah.
Actually, he's got money.
Yeah.
Probably
Like,
still
does he
be-
though?
his
'Cause didn't
commissary
he
will
steal
still
it
be-
all though? Didn't he have like?
Yeah.
I think he stole. I don't think he has any money. I think
Yeah, he
stole
did.
it
He
all.
took it all out of the settlements that he was winning on behalf of his clients, and that was the theory of why he murdered his wife and his son.
Oh. Damn,
the
he was cheating
fuck you
guys and
murder
fake
your
neck
son?
braces.
Yeah.
Sucks. Dickhead.
Guys in trap. Yeah. Fender benders. Were you in a fender bender? I'm going to shoot my son in the head. What a fucking idiot.
They released his commercial. He's like, oh, damn it.
Yeah. I don't know.
My question that I had for both of you when I walked over here, well, I didn't walk, but I left my building and I went from my apartment out the front door, past the lobby, past the doorman and everything.
No doubt.
And there were a bunch of people. I passed a bunch of people on the way.
Sick.
And it occured to me
Must be nice.
that, well, it's just, you could have a doorman.
Must be nice, dude.
I'm not taking that from you. Last time I tried
Must
to
be nice,
ship
dude.
into a bill, you were like, I don't need your fucking
Shut
money.
up. Shut up. Must be nice, Harvard boy.
So you leave your building.
I'm
in
a
my
West Point
building.
man. It's a little different, dude. It's a higher standard.
It's salt of the earth.
I walked out and I passed all these people, and it occurred to me after I walked out the door of the building I live in that not a single person had seen me. Not one, because they'd all been on their phones.
Yeah.
And even the doorman was having a side conversation with somebody to the degree that
You don't like that when people talk on their phones in public?
No, they weren't even on their phone. They were.
That's
they
something
were,
you hate.
They were looking at them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And my point is, I could have walked out of an apartment building, or excuse me, an apartment that I had murdered people in, and it occurred to me that if police came, they found the bodies eventually, and then they asked people for eyewitness accounts. You were here. We see you on the closed circuit. You saw him go by. Did you see anything unusual? Not one of these people would have been able to offer any kind of eyewitness account.
Yeah.
No description. Oh yeah, he was wearing this. No. Oh, he's got a neck tattoo. Nothing.
If only there were a group of kids who could go around like vigilantes and punch people into awareness.
Yes.
You could hire him.
Get them off their phones.
Maybe
keep their
that's what
heads
those
on a
kids are
task
doing.
rabbit.
Yeah, like, yo, guys, fucking, you only have one life.
Yeah, pay attention.
Pay attention. Wake up.
It led me to this question.
All right.
Do you think it's easier to get away with murder now than it was before because people are so much more distracted? Is there any argument to be made that there, in some ways, it's easier to get away with murder now because nobody's paying attention to anything anyone else is fucking doing?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy could literally
There's
be
still
on
the
his phone and be
forensics.
like, holy shit, someone's walking by my doorbell. I'm like, bam, there's a guy who murdered the person.
Yeah.
If you
So
were smart enough to know where all the Ring doorbells are and all the closed circuit TVs, and maybe you put a hood on or something like that.
What type of hood?
Just like one of these hoodies,
Oh.
Thin cloth.
sunglasses, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean,
the
dude,
Assassin's Creed hood. That's a cool hood.
I think it's, although a lot of murders,
That's a very big Assassin's Creed hood.
a lot of
Better than the
murders.
hoods I get. I get tiny, my fat face sticks out. Dude, I have
Pull
the
your
jacket. I have that. Gardo, you see that gold jacket I was wearing? That fucking one. Was it you, me, and McKeever, the one Bert gave me when we were there? I was wearing it. I put on a fucking snow hat. I just look like Cartman. It's a full Cartman jacket. I was leaving my house. I was like, it's cold out. I'm going to put on a snow hat. I put it on. I just looked in the mirror. I was like, holy fuck. I have to wear a baseball hat. Dude. I had to change my hat. But no, I don't think it's easier to get away with murder now.
Yeah, I think it's,
What are
but
you,
a lot of
foolish?
murders do
I
go
want-
unsolved. A
I
lot of
wanted
murders
to
do go,
see.
a lot more than you would think go unsolved.
Yeah.
They say the easiest way to kill someone is just go right up to their door and shoot them as they answer the door and walk away.
Someone you don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could do that.
Because
too.
if you know them, then you're probably going to be a suspect.
Yeah.
Yeah. The easiest, You could Leopold and Loeb this thing. See if you could get away with one.
What's that mean?
Leopold and Loeb, they were like two gay freaks. I think they were Ivy League boys, I think.
Really?
And they were like, I think we can get away with murder.
Huh.
And they tried.
And how'd it work?
They got busted.
I guess
We know
since
their
them,
names.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know them, yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong on that. Would one of you look that up? Leopold and Loeb? Were they Ivy League freaks like this one?
University of Chicago.
Oof.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
More
that's
bookish.
actually
Classic Ivy
Very
League.
bookish.
Back then, though, I think that was big time.
It's a great school. It's just
Still is?
incredibly hard.
What do you mean?
You don't go to the University of Chicago for any reason other than to study. That's it. It's like MIT.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anyway. No, yeah, there's too many cameras now.
yeah.
Everywhere.
And then you get like you're walking out of your house, your neighbors on your 3 doors down picks you up leaving. So you'd have to have like a crystal clear. Although you could use like a bomb. That'd be nice.
Do you think
True.
that you guys, any of us, are smart enough to do it? I think it's a matter
To
of
murder
intelligence.
anyone, I could probably kill a homeless guy.
Yeah, we could kill homeless.
Yeah, I could like shoot him,
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
poison him, maybe hit him with a bioweapon.
Poison.
I got nothing tonight.
I like that.
I can
Here's a
eat. I can
sandwich.
poison a homeless guy easy. Like, yeah, I'll get you a drink and just open him with Dr Pepper.
Maybe some soup. They always want soup.
I could. You could probably kill like 20. Just put
They're
like
always asking for soup.
anthrax in a hoagie tray. Do like hoagie. What is it called? Hoagie. When Wawa does hoagie fest, just fucking be like, I'll volunteer and just fucking.
Yeah.
One time, a guy asked if I could get him some soup,
Yeah.
and we were standing outside of a place that one of those market sort of delis.
Yeah.
And I actually went in with him. I walked past. I said, "No, sorry," and then I reconsidered, and I went back, and I walked in with him, and I got him some soup, and I was ladling it in, and then he started adding things that he wanted.
Whoa.
Yeah, obviously.
He's like, "How about some of that chicken?" And I was like, "I just got you a gigantic soup."
They're going to do that every time, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you should give a mouse a cookie.
How good did you feel when you were getting the soup?
I felt good until he started adding more
I
and
am a good man.
and making me realize. And then, by the way, it was expensive soup. Because I got them the biggest one.
Yeah, you're coming in like, hey, excuse me, guys, homeless guy coming through. Hey, guys, I got a homeless guy with me. Hey, guys,
look at me.
excuse
I'm here to buy a
Yeah.
homeless guy's soup.
I was his chaperone.
Yeah.
I chaperoned him around the store.
I had a similar experience one time. I was in 30th Street Station, and this guy was asking for money, and I pulled out my wallet, and I had like a 5 and a 20 on me, and I pulled the 20 out, and pulled the 5 out. He goes, no, let me get that 20. And I said, no, here's the 5. And he goes, dude, give me the fucking 20. And I said, now you're not having anything. Goodbye, sir. And I left.
Now you don't get anything.
He's being rude.
Happy. Yeah,
Teach
that
him,
is
You
rude.
taught him.
Yeah, I said, you go back into your little box and think about this, dude.
Yeah.
Think about what you did.
It's time to start making better life choices.
You should go reflect in your little box. And
That's
think
definitely
about
exactly what got him there.
you being rude to
That
me.
rude attitude is definitely that's how you end up in a box at the train station, dude. They still love trains. Good for bums.
I know.
Bums love trains.
They like
They gotta
to
stay
travel.
mobile.
All these derailments must be really fucking up their travel.
It's like a flight delay, dude.
Yeah, it is a flight delay.
I was gonna be on that fucking
Yeah, they're all in
toxic fucking
Pittsburgh
tank.
right now waiting. They're like, where the fuck is that train? I've got to skedaddle. I've got to skedaddle.
banana-
Move on down the track somewhere else. These
Damn,
guys
that-
keep for me here in Pittsburgh. I gotta
Imagine your
getting
apple and banana
get knife
rotting.
point
your
every
fucking-
night.
What do you say?
in my tent. What a fucking wild life, dude. Living under a bridge.
Yeah, it's
in a
crazy.
tent, a guy just on you to hear them. Zzz, you're
Well,
like,
it sucks too
fuck.
because they're in their tent. There's dudes in their tent right now going, everyone's fucking laughing at me. And then meanwhile, people are going,
People actually are laughing.
that is funny down there.
It is funny how hard and miserable their lives are.
Well, dude, everyone's talking about like rehoming them and like using the malls and stuff. And it's like, all right, do it. Go
Using
ahead.
malls.
Yeah,
I
everyone's
think
like,
they already are in there. Abandoned malls, the
That's
boys
what
get in
I've
there.
heard. That's what I've
That's
heard.
party time.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, go ahead and do it. Be like, are you going to be, lifeguard or whatever? You go blow
Yeah.
the whistle there, dude.
You gonna show him how to get some soup?
Yeah, you got to go in there. You got to go in there and fucking, hang tough. Like, I don't understand when they're like, what do you think's going to happen when you toss the boys in there?
Yeah.
That place is going to become
It's going to be nuts. dude.
crazy.
It's a
Yeah.
jail.
It's gonna be like those
They're
mosh
going to
pit
have to put
videos.
a fence around it, a barbed wire fence, and a guard tower. And then they're just going to be like, fuck, we built a prison. There's no other way. You'd have to.
Yeah, I think there are people that have this fantasy where you can like shave a homeless guy and like correct his job resume, and he's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much."
Yeah.
I was just down on my luck there for a minute.
Yeah, it's almost. I wonder what % of homeless dudes are down on their luck.
Probably a good amount. There's probably a good amount of dudes who are down on their luck, but also, I don't know, man. Like
compared to down on their luck or just clearly mental disabilities,
whacked out. Yeah.
tons of trauma, drugs.
Yeah. Stinks.
Yeah, it does.
It does stink, but also it's like as bad as it is, it's like man, I could probably like quit everything and try to help, and then need to be after a while you'd go.
Can we go back to hating them?
Homeless people?
We've turned into this corner of actual reality, and it's a downer.
It is a downer,
the
man.
truth?
They're
Yeah.
bumming us out. They should knock it off, dude.
Yeah.
I'm having a
Get
good day. And I
job.
got to see some unwashed man, and I
Yes.
go,
More
dude,
fun when we were talking about the
homeless on homeless.
When they
the thing
get a-
going. I was
get
like
a
in those
pocket
bits.
knife to your throat.
Yeah.
You go, fuck, fine, go.
There's a woman
Take it.
that rides the F
Take it,
train.
you son of a bitch.
I've been
Joke's on
the,
you. I have bad diseases.
Jinx. We both do. Double AIDS. Fuck, I got AIDS from that guy in that tent.
Oh, what a bummer, dude.
Why
What a
didn't you
bummer.
tell me to wear a condom?
I should have wore a condom.
What are you raped? You can't wear a condom and rape a guy. That'd be crazy, dude. To have safe. Is that why they leave
Jesus
condoms?
Christ.
Is that why they leave condoms out? Like when you go to like a college campus?
It's just for bum. Yeah, just in a fishbowl.
What a terrible thing.
Damn. I remember how sick that was early in college when you see the bowl of condoms. You're like, whoa,
I might start dumping them
this is
out.
pretty cool.
I remember hearing about it. I never saw them.
Bowl
Yeah.
of condoms.
Harvard wouldn't do that. It's
No, they didn't
unbecoming.
have those.
Tell you what, Westchester had them.
Yeah, I am still totally against condoms. I think they're a terrible idea. You
You're
shouldn't
right.
do it. If you need to like literally mylar your penis, it's like just think again. Don't do it. It's not to be done. It's disgusting.
I agree.
It's gross.
Totally agree.
And you're also just blasting jizz into a bag. It's disgusting. It's gross, dude. It's gross.
Blasting jizz is funny.
Not into a bag.
Yeah.
It takes all the fun out of it.
I like blasting jizz on the woman.
Yeah,
Sure.
So fun to blast jizz on them.
as you should.
On their belly, and then you get up and you're still wearing socks and you look like a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll get you a towel, hold on.
Oh, dude.
And you struggle to get off the bed.
Do you want to hear something very embarrassing about me?
Hey, you find a towel. I look like a turkey with those like white things at the end of it, you know, when they're on the drumsticks. That's what I look like when I'm wearing socks. I gotta roll out of bed. I gotta go, hold on, I'll get you a towel.
I like the image of Shane having sex with elastic bands around his feet. And a big
It's rough,
apple
dude.
and some rosemary up his asshole.
What the fuck, Frank? The apple's in my mouth, obviously.
Dude, I woke up the other morning and I don't know what the fuck was going on. It's like I did this in the morning and I didn't realize how fucked up it was till the nighttime. So I wake up. I told you I had a cool dream about it. I had a Jeff cap on and everyone was complimenting me. They're like, dude, the whole night it was just me wearing it and being everyone like, no, that looks cool. And I'm like, thanks, guys.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Dude.
We got to start getting Jeff caps for the show.
Dude, I wore it and it was like my brain was being serious. In that dream, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, this is so cool. Everyone is pumped on my Jeff cap.
You look good in a Jeff cap.
I don't know that my dream. I was like deeply like nervous about it. Like in my dream, I'd be like, I don't know how these guys are gonna react. I'm like, yo, dude, nice hat. I'm like, oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. And then I woke up. Real life. I wake up. My wife's breast pumping, and I went. I went, yeah, I got a pump too. I fucking fapped, dude.
Wait. Hold on. In real life?
Yeah, I was like rock hard. From like,
And you
I woke
actually
up from
whacked
my
off?
Jeff Cap dream, rock hard. And I was like, yeah, I got a pump too.
And then did you complete?
I
did it in front of
masturbated to
her?
completion.
While
In
your
front
wife
of her?
was breast?
Breast pumping.
Ew.
You do that?
Dude, that's
In
terrible.
front of her?
I didn't think anything of it because in my head I was like, "Is this weird?" I'm like, "Nah, dude, it's just cum. Don't get all weird about sex. Just get it out of your body. Who cares?"
She said that?
I said that to myself. She goes, "Whatever." So I fapped to completion, and then it was one that had been a while. So I rolled over.
You're
On, I was trying to be quiet. I was trying to be quiet, but I was going. It was like an 8 pump rope. And then I was just like, all right, is any of these guys awake? And I went down.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
I didn't think anything of it until that night. I was like cutting like something for dinner, and I went, "What the fuck did I do?" I was like, "That's insane."
That's insane.
And I just started laughing maniacally. And I was like, Brittany, I like ran it by her, and she's like, "Yeah, that was fucked up." And I was like, it's one thing to just be like, yo, I gotta get this out. But I was like, yeah, I got a pump too.
Bro. I support almost everything you do.
I don't support this one.
Whacking off to a breast pump.
I wasn't breast. It wasn't to the breast pump. It was. I was
you
just
can
like,
still hear the. Zzz,
I hear it every morning. It's nothing to me, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
I was rock fucking.
For some reason,
I had a diamond cutter, dude.
That is the grossest shit in the world to me.
The breast pump.
A breast pump
Totally doesn't
It's
affect
totally
me.
normal. I understand. It's totally natural. There's.
It literally pulls their nipples like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
And the idea of whacking off around it.
It was nothing, dude. It's man versus machine.
And then, yeah, true. True.
Well,
You
credit
went all natural.
credit
yeah.
to your wife. I mean, not being phased whatsoever.
Nah, not at all.
I'm sure she deals with. I'm sure this is just a pretty regular occurrence. I'm sure he's doing something absolutely insane.
Yeah, but him saying, "Yeah, I got a pump too,"
That was what got me.
And then her being like, "Of course."
Of course, that's what Matt said. As soon as he woke up, the first thing's out of his. Was it the first thing you said? So
I
he probably
woke
still
up-
had that voice of like,
Yeah, I got a pump.
"Oh, I got a, yeah, I got a pump." Like, I mean, the
Bro,
problem
I,
is,
I really needed to.
As a term for jerk off. We're both doing
Dude,
this now?
I was like, I didn't realize. I didn't realize how nuts it was until later that night. I went, "Oh my god, that was insane!" And I stopped it. I like ran it by her. I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And she goes, "Yeah, that was kind of weird." And I was like, I was laughing in tears, being like, "I said I have to pump too," and she was like, "You're not funny." And I was like, "Well, it's pretty.
It
funny.
is very, very
It was
funny.
hilarious of me." But also, like the fact that there was no like,
and it was like a 8-day load. Or how
bro,
long?
it was a week long. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
a heavy
It was
load.
Monday to the Sabbath, dude. It was
Yeah.
the full.
It's a wide load.
The
There's-
cycle of creation,
There's cars
dude.
in front of it saying, "Watch out! Here comes a heavy load."
It had a police escort.
Yeah. Had flags on it.
I would have
Dude, it-
moved back into the highway for that.
Yeah, you get out of the way.
Yeah.
That used
Yeah,
to be
it
my
was.
favorite joke when I was with my sisters in the car. Anytime I saw one of those, I go, "Hey, it's got your name on the back of that truck." And they'd be like, "What? Oh, fuck yeah, nah." Wide load, dude. I said, "You're a fucking wide load."
It is funny to think about the moment the words like hit their eyes
know, it's
and
the
they got
best.
interpreted.
It's the
And they
best. I do it to people all the time. I'm like, "Chris, I can't believe they named this street after you." You just see it's Gay Street. Got you. Yeah, when you make someone find the insult, that's when it's really
Yeah.
funny.
It is. I think about that all the time. You're just like, I always think about my mind taking in negative things, and it just sets off this whole cocktail of reactions in my body.
Yeah.
Constantly. It doesn't stop.
No shit.
It's so funny.
I don't think it'll ever stop, by the way.
I don't think it will either.
Yeah.
Because then you just get old and like worse problems, and then you just
Maybe you get old and just ride it out. Old men seem to have it.
yeah,
Like if you talk to your dad or Phil, if
Yeah.
I like, "Phil, what's going on?" He's like, "I don't give it. Like, shoot me in the fucking head.
dude, literally.
End this."
Every picture my dad takes, he goes, "That's gonna look good at my funeral, dude.
Yeah,
Put
they
it,
love
save
it.
that one." He calls it his box party. That looks good at my box party.
That's
Although
that's
you
such a
might-
funny cope, dude. They're so afraid of
Oh,
death.
I know, dude.
They're so
terrified.
afraid.
They're terrified.
It's the only way you can do it is just be like, "Nah, I can't wait."
Yeah, you can make your dad cry
I'm
in 2
done.
seconds. If you just stop them at a barbecue, I'm like, "Dude, you did a really good job as my dad, dude. I love you." They'll just be like,
Yeah.
they'll cry.
How's it going with your father?
Just great.
Do you call him father?
No. I call
No.
him dad.
What's he up
Damn,
to?
I was hoping
Do
father.
you say "I love you" to him?
Yeah.
Oh man,
But he
that's so
doesn't
nice.
say it back.
Really.
Phil does. Phil never, dude. Phil
and my
has
dad
such,
won't do it. We've never
Phil has
broached
such
it.
a hard time with it. I don't
Yeah.
say it to him anymore.
I say "I love you" to my mom while I'm on the
Yeah.
phone with my mom and dad. I go,
Yeah.
"I love you, mom." I go, "All right, see you guys."
Yeah.
Bye.
See a other guy in the car that I don't care about.
I'm gonna do it to him. I'm gonna give it to him one day.
I love you.
I fucking love
It's
you,
tough.
dude. It is.
They handle it real weird.
I told you when
Phil goes, "All right."
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
I accidentally hugged my dad one time, and he went like that, and he flinched. And was like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
'Cause I was coming out of a breakfast. I went to hug my mom, and I like wasn't paying attention. It was just my dad, and I went to hug him, and he went, Whoa.
My mom, I think we've talked about it before. My mom got into a recent, like the last 8 years, she started hugging. We've always hugged a little, but like she'll try to kiss you on the cheek when you come home.
Yeah, I do hug.
She's
kiss.
short and she always hits me in the neck, and I was like, ew. She's like,
Yeah.
you can like hear her. I'm like, all right, mom, you don't love me. I'm like, mom, stop. It's gross.
You should bend down.
I'm gonna get it next time she goes for it. I'm gonna go. Stop kissing, dude. It's weird.
It's just what you wanted.
I should try to kiss Phil on the cheek.
Oh,
He'd push me.
He'd fight, yeah. If you can't, dude.
No, he would know. See, Phil's got a good sense of humor. He would know I was fucking with him. He'd be like, what the hell are you doing?
You guys have that back deck. If he's ever standing, looking over, come from behind him and kiss him.
Kiss him on the back of his neck. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. That he wouldn't like.
Fucking smash.
Yeah, he would stand up.
He'd pull you guys both over the edge.
And he tries to, like, when I fuck with him, when he's on his recliner, I love, like, coming up and slapping him in the head and shit. He tries to get up, like, fast, like he's gonna chase me. He's always like, you can fuck with him. Dude, when he's drinking, I always take the remote from him. It's so fucking fun.
God.
He comes over to the Elks, and when I'm home, I don't drink. I'm home, I'm just like hanging out. Phil comes home from the Elks. I'm like, we'll sit down. We'll go to get another drink. I'll take the remote, sit back down on the couch. He comes back and he's like, give me the remote, Shane. And he tried to do the whole fucking. Like I let it touch his hand. He's like, fucking let go of it. Oh, it's so fun.
That's
dude.
the best,
You
dude.
tease.
I love teasing Phil.
Oh, it's so funny.
He loves it.
I bet.
He starts laughing.
Yeah.
Give me it. And then he'll laugh and then he'll switch into like actually mad. He gets furious.
Hey,
Give me the fucking remote.
That is a perfect like spaz brain though. I'm like, seriously, I'm like, no, seriously, dude, knock the fuck off.
God damn it. But yeah, the slow get up is great. If I kissed the back of his neck, he would do that.
Oh,
On the
my
deck,
God.
he'd be like, the hell you doing? You fucking kiss your father on the neck.
Imagine if he sent a male prostitute to the house.
Yeah.
It's a hot male prostitute.
Oh, what if it worked? What if I was like, this is going to be a funny prank? And then my dad fucked a guy. Just tore apart my entire family in existence. Phil was gay?
Shane, why did you do that?
What the hell? Sent over that damn guy.
Oh, just an olive skinned man with like a ponytail who goes out and fucking gets gay.
I think Phil and Tommy hooked up at the beach on the beach trip. They were talking a lot, dude. I think Phil liked looking at Tommy's body.
Dad, stop fucking my comedy friends, dude. Dad. This gets
beach
out.
trip was so nice.
Oh, it was so fun.
Where'd you guys go?
Like outside of Panama City.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Florida,
Emerald.
little Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
It was very, very nice.
Emerald Isle. Beautiful. It was literally the best sunset I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Beautiful, dude. It mirrored. There was an eighth of an inch of water, just like a sheen on the sand that was mirroring the sunset, so you could see it on the ground and up.
Yeah.
It was just fucking beautiful.
That's nice.
Yeah, we were all on mushrooms. I was
Sounds
blacked out. Yeah. Look at that fucking sun. That fucking sunset. It was crazy.
You used to invite me on those trips.
Yeah, you never came.
Well, you never went.
Which one?
South Carolina.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to go. Yeah.
Yeah, that never happened. You kept sending me links to the houses we were going to rent.
Yeah.
I even started thinking about what I would pack.
I got.
What'd you pack?
Well, I didn't pack. I just thought about what I would.
What would you pack?
I was
Extra
going to think
boxes?
about what
cool hats like this one.
It's challenging.
This beach hat.
Preparing to
true.
hang out with you guys is hard for me.
Why?
Because I don't want to overdress and have you make
That's cash.
You look cool as hell.
I know. I worked hard to pull this off.
What?
Why don't
Yeah.
you just be?
Look
be
at what
you?
he's wearing. How do you blend with that? What the fuck is that?
It's a good outfit. New Balance.
You look like you
Sweatpants.
bought all of that today.
Yeah.
And because you escaped from somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Frank,
Like, you're on the run and you had to buy that.
You think I'm not running anywhere? I'm on the walk. He's on the walk. Dude.
I got here before he was here, and I was turning into the house, and he's coming up the block, and he goes, "Frank," or no, you said Francis, and I look up, and you were there. That was you, like that,
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, that's Shane. He's come a long way.
The fuck, dude?
I mean it. You get to
That
be
makes
you.
sense.
Not all of us do. I can't be me.
You could.
What would
I
you?
don't know.
What would be fully? If this was a year you became more fully you, what would it be like?
That's the thing. I haven't had the luxury of thinking what I
Isn't
would
that
be.
the worst when you think about like you do this or that and you realize like I don't know what I want at all.
Yeah.
There's just a void when I check in with what I really want.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
just a non-answer.
But I was thinking I would wear a nicer shirt. And then I
Shut up, Matt.
I figured you'd make fun of me.
No, I would never make fun of you.
No, man. What the fuck?
If you can, I'd love to have you on beach trip. There's a beach trip coming
When?
in November of 23
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe you play your cards right from then till now.
Dude, I'm
Now-
always
now
playing
till
my
then.
cards right. We've been friends for a lot
I know
of years.
we have. I miss you. I haven't seen you. In a
I know.
while.
I was
You've been
thinking
too
that.
busy on the road.
Yeah.
You're a road dog.
I was telling my wife how much I love you. I was like, dude, France. I was
France is the
like, who's
best.
on the podcast? I'm like, this dude is the best. Literally is.
Oh
the
my
I told him.
God.
I told him you said that
Yeah.
when
I'm touched.
I was like, we gotta get a cool guest, and I was like, oh, I got a good one. Told Matt we were getting Francis, and Matt was like, I love Francis.
Yeah. You're the best.
Yeah.
You guys are so nice to me.
It's
That's
the truth.
I could have worn whatever I wanted.
Literally, whatever. It would not have been a big deal. I wear this to go pick up my daughter from fucking preschool, and I always forget I'm wearing this. And the teachers are like, what the fuck, dude? Travel buddies?
Yeah.
Shout
think
out Chris
I don't
Rogers.
dress as Matt dresses insane too.
Yeah, that hat is insane.
Everything about it.
What is
The
that?
Top
Cape-
to bottom. He's wearing a turtleneck.
Cape
under there.
Coral?
He's wearing a fucking turtleneck.
And what's
dude.
on the top of it?
His hokas, dude.
Probably paint.
Is it paint?
It's paint
Yeah.
my hookers and my turtle. Dude, I love turtlenecks, man.
He was wearing he at his kid's birthday party. He was wearing a Pangea t-shirt. It was just Pangea. He
That
loves,
shirt rules.
He loves
I
Pangea.
love Pangea, dude.
Why?
I don't know. I'm
It's
drawn
nothing.
to it.
It means nothing. Pangea
I'm
means
drawn to
nothing.
it. Dude, what are you talking about? It's how much different things can be. We used to all be one country, dude.
No, there
We drifted apart. Well, to be fair, not yet. You don't think the Jews control Pangea?
Now you talk about language. Now I see why you like it. I didn't even know it was a conspiracy. We were still alive during
The
Pangea.
Jews killed the dinosaurs. Just kidding, obviously.
Maybe they were the dinosaurs.
Can we have fun now again after Kanye went into hiding?
Yeah,
He
we're allowed to
really
have fun.
spiked the ball, dude.
Do you know where he hid?
Where?
At the Amangiri Resort, and Roan went on their vacation there and saw him.
Yeah, saw him.
And he nobody had seen him for like a month.
So
And he
that's
was
where
like,
hid?
"That's Kanye
Yeah.
in the lobby
Yeah,
getting a
it was like a week after
frappuccino."
I talked to him
It's crazy.
because I remember they're like, he's gone, he's missing. I was like,
Yeah.
I just talked to him last week.
He's not that
Like, I was-
missing, yeah. What's he
Yeah.
up to now? I heard he put up a cryptic post now.
I thought I heard the rumors of him and Adidas getting back together.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah,
Really?
Look at
Adidas was like, "Oh, our
Adidas was like, well, we can't
sales."
lose $5 billion.
Yeah.
We should have never invested $5 billion in sneakers. Fuck.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
going well. Wasn't
They were
wasn't
doing
the Easy
very
like
well.
the
Yeah.
number one?
Dude, I honestly, I was thinking about Kanye recently. I think what he was really doing, and you know, in whatever way he did it, I think he was just poking fun at the whole idea of like having these stupid labels and boxes.
He was.
He was like, dude, this is kind of embarrassing. It's time we just grow up and get
That's
over
exactly
it.
what he was also, he was trying to do the Jesus thing.
Yeah,
He
that's
was saying, I love Nazis the same way as
Nazis,
I love Jews.
Yeah.
He was trying to go exactly what Jesus would say.
Yeah.
Although I bet Jesus would have gone, those guys need to knock it off.
Yeah. What do you think? It might have flipped the fucking
I think Jesus was
the tables
more
on.
human than people remember.
true.
I think he would have said, we got to kill those fucking guys.
Oh yeah, because he's a Jew too. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. I always forget Jesus was
Yeah,
a Jew.
Jesus
I always
would've
thought he
been
was like
pissed.
Irish or whatever.
Yeah. He was Irish. He was obviously Irish. His red face, fucking like
Ooh, that'd be a tough turn the other cheek.
Irish.
When they melted, no, when they melted your cheek off, and you're like, ugh.
What do you mean?
If you're a Jew, if you had to turn the other cheek on the, it'd be like, there's no more
Oh.
cheeks.
Jesus.
We're out of all our cheeks. Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Yeah, I get you.
yeah.
That's a tough
That
one.
would have been the ultimate test.
What?
To be like, forgive them, Father. They don't know what they do.
I bet a couple guys hit it.
You think so?
Yeah.
You know where they had that?
There had to be dudes hitting that.
Yeah,
That
I
must have
guess-
fucked the guard up.
guess you're
Rwanda
right.
was big on that.
What?
That's how they fixed their country. It was after the genocide. Everyone unilaterally committed to forgiveness, and it is what completely fixed their country.
That's,
And they went from a genocide in 1990s
Yeah.
to being, I think, one of the most industrialized,
Who was
westernized
genociding them?
It was the
Hutus
Hutus
versus the Tutsis.
Yeah.
It was an ethnic
It was
cleansing.
two tribes just
Yikes.
hitting each other.
So it was a duel.
no,
it was a
no,
duel.
it was one. It
the
was
one of
one
them
way.
was crushing the other
It was
way.
one
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
The Tutsi. Who was getting it?
The
Tutsis.
Hutus were 85% of the country. The Tutsis were 20 or 15%.
I got a feeling that 15% didn't fare too well.
No, they got smoked.
Yeah.
They're the ones who they killed 1 million people in a month.
Whoa.
It was nuts.
Is there any more of the 20% left, or are they?
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't.
succeed? It's actually harder than people think to exterminate. An
Yeah,
entire
they didn't
race.
get everyone.
People
But
think it's easy. It's really fucking hard.
but
If
now
history
they.
shows anything. It's not
It's funny.
easy.
It's funny to think of Nazis having that kind, like just Hitler and Goebbels hanging out, just like it's not that easy. We thought this was gonna be a kind of a walk. This is a lot harder than it's fucking seemed, dude. Yeah, find them.
Now they know what we're up to. They're all
Yeah.
fucking tricking us.
Sons of
I
bitches.
don't know, what's what? Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah, and now they don't subscribe
Are they
to any
boys now?
ethnic identities. It's just one people, Rwandans.
That's cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
God
think
damn, that's almost impossible.
well, this was all
forgive.
built around.
Somebody
It was
fucking killed my village with machetes.
yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna kill it. Like I hate them
The
forever.
it helped
Oh,
that
yeah.
the president that they elected in the wake of it was I think he had fought in it, and he was the one that came up with that policy and had lost family members himself. So
he fought in it on the losing side.
I think he was
Hopefully.
just I think
Yeah,
he
Hopefully he
was
was on the
trying
winning
to.
side, and he was like, all right, now that that's done, we gotta say sorry to everybody. You
Yeah,
gotta-
right.
No, you can't come
go
back.
shake hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shake hands. Good fight. It's
He's-
good. We genocided. Sorry.
He's beloved, and he's been the president now for I think 25 years, and everyone loves him and says he's just and he's created a safe Rwanda and all of this. But if you start digging when you're not actually in the country, there have been a pretty decent handful of political dissidents that have lost their lives in hotels
Really?
around not even in Rwanda. They've all been in South Africa. Or
What are
they've
they?
been in
What are the dissonants? Are they like being like, "Yo, we should fire this war back up"? Or-
potential opposition leaders, because they have democratically held elections every so often,
Yeah.
every certain amount of years.
So he's like the Clintons.
Sure,
but in a good way.
it's a decent comp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suicides.
Body count.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, I mean, then again, though, that's kind of crazy. What if he knew his opponents were all going to fire the fucking thing back up? That's probably an easy one to mobilize. Like, yo, remember we used to fucking kill those dudes?
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
get over there and you hear all these horrific stories, and you start to think a little bit like, well, you know what? If everyone in this entire country is behind this guy, and he's actually not, sending secretive chunks of government funding to a Cayman Islands account for himself, and he's actually led the country into prosperity and it's like improving. If the cost of that is 12 potential opponents that would have beaten him in an election,
Yeah.
what other way is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How-
you should. Yeah.
how-
That's a CIA boy
How
right
fragile
True.
how fragile is their
there. You
democracy?
should send this. We should clip this. You can send it as your fucking.
I
This could
started
be
to
a-
buy it. I don't know. I started to like drink the Kool-Aid a little bit. Like, yeah, he
Yeah.
should have fucking killed those people, because no one else would have been able to make the democracy was so fragile following the genocide
Yeah,
that
it'll
he's
do
the
it.
only one, in my opinion,
Yeah.
who could have kept it together.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm a fan. I'm glad they're not,
Like if Washington
Yeah, you're right.
had stepped down after 2 terms, and the next guy hadn't been Adams but had been some fucking lunatic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what happens to America?
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't
know
know.
Rwanda was doing so good. I'm happy for him.
They're doing really well.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
They do say after the storm usually comes the rainbow, so it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Germany's doing well too.
Are they doing good?
Maybe
Maybe a little too good.
Are they killing? Is Germany crushing it right now?
work. Wait a second.
You think in reality you're just getting rid of all the bad vibes?
Yeah.
Like,
So
wait
then the question is, who needs
Dude, this is
Shane?
been some rough takes on this
Shane,
one.
who needs to go here?
You tell me, guy
No.
who blocks the traffic.
You're the only one I think who can answer that question.
Who needs to go in America?
Yeah. If we were to,
What?
rooted out the problem.
No.
Oh, you're saying who needs to go in and knock that?
No,
Stop that?
No, he's saying if you had to commit a in the United States, who would you pick? That's
What
what he.
the
That's
hell?
what he
His
asked.
words. His words.
That's exactly what you asked, Frank.
What were you asking?
He's right. That was the question.
Okay. Well, hold on. We can do. Let's say you can do any demographic.
That's what I'm saying.
Age,
Yeah.
sex,
Profession.
profession.
The scoundrels.
Okay.
If you get rid of a group of scoundrels tomorrow, how that improves, that everyone agrees this is going to improve the country.
Oh man.
Who's
This
that?
is the Harvard this
Who
is
would
the
everyone
Harvard
be like,
entrance
all right,
exam.
we didn't want to commit a but
Pedophiles, I guess. You can maybe do some petties. Or
What happens in this? Are the people committing it going to be held as? Are we going to get hung?
we kill them.
can they be exiled?
We're killing them in the streets. They're not.
Oh, man, dude.
Yeah, we're going in. We're going up. We're rounding them up. We're killing them.
Who do you want to kill?
That's what I'm
He's
asking.
He's just a question asker.
I know, but I'd like to not answer. I decline. Who do you pick?
You can say pedophile. You can say pedophiles.
Oh, yeah.
Pedophile's
pedophiles.
the easy answer.
Pedophiles. Easy. That's a safe. That's my politician. Pedophiles.
Yeah, pedophiles.
Pedophiles.
But it's like is
left.
America working a lot less poorly as a country because of pedophiles?
I think they.
How much does that tip the scales in the right
Jesus
direction?
Christ, dude.
You're talking about in terms of like GDP?
I don't know the functionality. You
Yeah.
know, they're eating up resources.
Tell you
Are
what,
they?
The fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade stock would plummet. So hopefully, Mike's Hard. You gotta sell your stocks before we
True.
round
Yeah.
up the peds.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a conversation I think that makes everyone's hair rise in the back of their neck.
Yeah, 'cause, yeah.
It is a thought exercise. I'd say you'd say pedophiles.
Can
Unless-
you not say the elderly?
The elderly. Yeah, that'd be. What's elderly then? What's the
Elderly.
like 70, 80,
So
90?
president.
80, 85 on.
How do you get rid of them? That's the question.
Stop treating them.
Oh, you just let them.
Ice drift.
What's
we Eskimo
that?
them. We put them on a fucking
Yeah?
block of ice and
That'd be cool. Like a never ending, like a cruise. You just set a cruise out. Kind of becomes
could
like a
do
good-
cruises.
They become there.
They love cruises.
Yeah, you just set a cruise out.
Mm-hmm.
You literally let them sail into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Depends. But then it's like, what if they have? What if then you think about what if they all had like their cookies? They're trying to like call their grandkids, and everyone's going like, shh, they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cruise ship's a decent way to do it.
True.
Get the boys on the cruise, have a fun time, and yeah.
But you would need a couple of the servers on the cruise to die with them, though.
No, put no one on it.
Oh, what would
Just
just push them out?
Have fun until you aren't having fun.
Just let
anymore.
all the slot machines keep kicking coins out, and they're like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
they
eventually
slowly realize there's no food.
Or
get
there's
shot down by a Chinese fucking naval ship. Yeah, that'd be terrible.
We've through the advancement of medicine, we've prolonged life to a point where it's unnatural.
Yeah,
Don't you think?
I mean,
This
we'll
is-
see.
I'm
Although
looking
we're
for a
about to-
lifeline
we're
from
about
you
to
here.
get low population. We're about to get low population, so the population's going to dip pretty hard.
In which case, we're gonna really need to get rid of the elderly, because now we're gonna have more fucking old people than young people, and we're
Yeah,
gonna
but they're
spend
gonna
our
be-
entire economy on hospice care.
Well, it'll be lucrative because they're going to the people who the baby boomers have the most resources. So it's like then it'll be a big thing of like taking care of them, doing the stuff they need. They're gonna be shelling out like a lot of money,
Yeah,
but
it's not
then
a
the
really
house
productive
markets-
country, though.
huh?
It's not a very productive country. Just taking
Robots,
care of old people.
Robots, brother.
What about
We got
robots?
the robies. We get the robots doing production. We don't have to worry about that. We just have to worry about our malls.
I was talking to Spud about it today because I was watching a YouTube thing about like mega structures that
Oh,
they're
yeah,
working
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're not that smart.
Yeah.
I don't believe anybody's coming up with AI.
With the
I think
robies?
that's bullshit.
No, I'm
dude.
just talking about like robot manufacturing. AI, I'm skeptical.
All of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty far away.
Really? I mean,
I don't think
AI,
we're as smart as everyone's acting like we are.
that could be true. I think robot manufacturing is pretty.
Like
could
they
do
were
that.
showing these ideas for all these like future cities and shit. I was like, we're not coming close to
We're
that.
not doing that one.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have you been outside in a regular city?
Yeah.
We're not in the, yeah.
Yeah, not like the park, like that. Even that little, yeah, now that you say that, like the thing you type into like park sucks.
Nothing works.
That's bullshit.
Everything sucks.
That should be just like touch that with my thumb or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, boom, done.
You know what is solid? Paying with a credit card using your phone.
That rules. See?
That's impressive.
That's next level tech. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you're right.
That works as often as it does. Where I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot my wallet. Oh, I have my credit card on my phone.
Yeah.
I finally ran into
You're right about that.
a clear machine that broke. Clear at the
Oh,
airport.
I love Clear.
And it's
broke.
relatively new, so now they're finally starting to fucking break.
Oh,
Like I had to
The
stick my
eye
eyes in it. It was like
scan,
like it was like freaking out.
What the hell?
Was
One
it
of those
like your eyes are
those
way-
kiosk malls? People were like, I don't know how.
Were you making a funny
yeah,
face?
yeah. Mhm.
No,
Were you
regular
goofing
face.
on it?
Yeah, I was Undertaker in it. I was like, I don't know why it's not working. That's a fun trick. If you get some time at the airport, go hold up the Clear. Go fuck up the Clear.
You just fucking.
Yeah. All right, let's switch over to the Patreon. Thank you for joining us, Frank.
It was a
Yeah,
pleasure.
man.
Join the Patreon.
Thank you,
So
guys.
watch the rest of this. Frank's going to continue to ask about.
Oh boy.
Thank you.
The Wild Wild West.
Mr. Novak, how you doing, bro?
Man,
How you like the Mister? I've been trying to be way more respectful lately.
have you?
Mister, yeah.
The Mister would just fucking piss me off. Fuck you.
You don't like a Mister?
No.
I love
I
Mister.
just feel like it's like an authoritative figure.
Yeah, you don't
And
like that.
I have
You don't
a
like
problem with like authority and conforming.
Where's the authority problem you think come from?
My fucking father.
Yeah, but I
he
was
was a
just
crazy drug addict, Hell's Angel guy.
But he was still authoritative. He was still like,
in his own demonic, fucked up way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
was really disconnected from reality, and he lived in his own world, and his own world looked like he rode with the Hells Angels, and everything was transactional, a business, while under the influence of crack or fucking meth. And so like he was the guy that like he would come home at 2:33 in the morning, and when he was awake, the whole fucking house was awake, and everyone was gonna wake up to sit on the sofa to watch him and his biker buddies party. So
What?
authoritative in that approach.
I see what you're saying.
So-
Damn, I thought I had a problem with authority. I just have an Irish Catholic father who spanked my hiney. And I'm like,
yeah.
dude, I don't
Fuck,
want to
that's
hear
a wet
it.
dream for me, you cocksucker. Fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I have a fucking authority problem. Mine must be nothing. Because I think that is real. The link to authority problems is just your relationship with your dad.
And my mother's go-to my whole life as a child growing up, she's like, when I just couldn't figure out fuck about shit, she's like, we should put you in the Marines. Like, if you don't,
Yeah,
what
thanks.
do you think I want a fucking muscle-jacked fuck waking me up at 4 a.m. to 5,000 push-ups? You can fuck off.
Yeah, that would spaz you. I have one of my moms, someone like my mom knows, got dishonorably discharged. From what I heard of just waking up and being like, get the fuck away from me. And they're like, dude, you're out of here.
Dude, that's
bad.
that approach does not work with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Well, because I already am wired with like, if it doesn't make sense to me, it's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like right out of the gate, I have a lot of shit going against me because a lot of things don't make sense to me. So I walk around like wrong, could do better, should do better, blah.
Yeah.
So it's what I've learned in life for me is that it's all about approach, right? And today it's much easier for me coming from a position of simply understanding as opposed to being understood.
Yeah.
So like I just accept you for where you're at, the jarhead for where he or she's at, and just it's cool.
Yeah, that was something that blew my mind during COVID. And I've like mentioned this before, but I still can't get over it. Like I didn't realize how much I did this, but like, especially during so before COVID, I didn't know that I was really doing this, but I'd go through a supermarket and like every person I saw, it would just be this like weird invisible battle in my head where I'd be like, look at this fucking guy, fucking pussy jerk off.
For
Then I would
sure.
see a lady and like, fucking chick's not even hot. Is she looking at me? No, she's not, fucking bitch. And like, and you're doing this like crazy maniacal thing in your head. And then COVID, it came to a fever pitch because there was like the mask first, no mask. And then it was like,
Yeah.
it was just like, it just all came to a head where I was like, dude, why am I this stressed while taking a walk? And I started doing a thing where like, when I would be out at a grocery store, I would really focus on not having like a silent battle against people and instead just like wishing strangers well. And like you were saying, exuding that, whatever that
Totally.
energy is. Dude, I felt so much more comfortable in public after that.
Yeah.
Which was like, it was like a revelation for me.
I love being right-sized by humanity. It just happened to me recently. And I'm really good at like, again, I really have dove into this whole spiritual aspect of my reality and believe.
When you say
in,
right side, sorry, what do you mean?
like my ego will allow me to create these delusional narratives that aren't even fucking real. And then when I'm proved wrong, when I really believe I'm right, I'm like, dude, I am a fucking asshole. And it just happened. You're a Philly guy, right? You'll relate to this story. Had a crazy weekend. I was in New York, all kinds of stuff going on. I drive back and I have like these weekly dinners at this place in Fishtown Sunday nights. And you know, Fishtown's kind of oversaturated with like a lot of hipsters.
Sure.
And in my mind, hipsters are just kind of tattooed, bearded, angry people for no fucking reason. It's not like they lack resources or whatever.
Yeah.
I create this narrative. So I had a long weekend and I'm trying to park under the L to go to this restaurant I go to, and there's this ice cream truck, and it's fucking just submerged with hipsters getting ice cream. And that's cool, right?
Yeah.
But as I'm doing this 3-point turn, someone I've actually like, oh, he's fucking pissed, dude. He's got a problem. So now I haven't even seen the
getting
person.
revved off.
I'm ready. And I'm like the most fucking passive aggressive. Like I cringe at the thought of confrontation. But if you caught me on the right time, I'm like, it's fucking on.
Yeah, let's go.
So as I'm parking, I see him, and it's a hipster with tattoos and a beard who I already have created an issue with, but I don't even know this person.
Yeah.
And he locks eyes with me as I'm hoping he would so we can fucking get to it.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh shit, you're so-and-so. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, dude, I fucking love your work, man. And he had a camera in his hand and he was taking portraits and
You
stills.
just socked him in the
He's
face.
like, can I get a photo of you? This is what I do. And I'm like, dude, fuck yes and fuck me, right?
Yeah,
Because like
yeah,
I
yeah.
walk around just like at times,
Yeah.
and that's what I mean by really enjoying being right sized. Because
Yeah.
I have a job sometimes that consists of knowing everything, right? And that places me in a lot of positions that I don't really like to enjoy.
Yeah. When you say you have a job of no, what do you mean?
Because like, you know, for so long when I was caught up in addiction, right? When logical people who knew how to stay sober would suggest to me what I might want to do in order to save my life, I'd suggest why they should fuck off.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I knew. I was too smart for my own goddamn good. Right. And then I got to this place where the pain became so unbearable. I was able to look back and recognize that like every common denominator in every one of my problems was me.
Yeah.
And maybe if I just get the fuck out of my way, I might stand a chance of living a better life. And what I do know is that I don't know. Because when I think that I know, there's no open mind. I am not teachable, and I'm definitely not willing to try anything that I don't agree with.
Yeah, yeah.
Which just sets me up for a fucking, you know, all these terrible experiences.
Yeah, take me back through that. So what was like, how did you, what's your story? Like, how did you get in that? Obviously you're saying like, you know, family or, you know, home life, not great. And then like eventually to like, you know, gaining a ton of notoriety. Like, what was that like for you going from like the beginning to like the thick of all that stuff?
Well, it's a very interesting narrative and storyline, I believe. Because I come from Baltimore and you're obviously from Pennsylvania, so there's a lot of similarities at this table. But coming from that home life of a pretty chaotic household and a father who was pretty out of his fucking mind, I believe I was genetically predisposed to addiction or alcoholism, and that paired with the atmosphere I was brought up in, it just made sense.
Yeah.
But throughout that journey, I was blessed with a skateboard, and I fell in love with skateboarding, and another guy from Baltimore named Bucky Lasik.
Yeah.
Who
I played him on Tony Hawk for sure.
He's my fucking, he's the man. He's the legend. And he was from Baltimore, and he kind of recognized the talents I possessed. So he took me under his wing and got me sponsored by PAL, and that's where the skateboarding world took off. But then we would go to Cheapskates in Pennsylvania, the skate park.
Was it Boards and Blades or what?
Boards and Blades was later
After?
on,
Okay,
and
right,
that
right.
was right off Route 1 right there.
I was a young boy at Boards and Blades, and you would
Totally.
see like Bam
Yeah,
and
we
Squad
would come
through, and
skate
I'd be
there.
like, oh,
we filmed like some of
fuck.
the CKY shit there.
Yeah.
Like the stunts and stuff.
Yeah.
Naked Dave doing an ollie over the pyramid, and then Bam, I think kicking him or punching him or something like that.
Yeah, that was always legendary. You guys would come. We were like 12. We'd be like, oh, dude, fuck.
Yeah.
Like trying to do one heel flip. Like, this fucking rules, dude. I'm going to get sponsored.
It's it. Pro board coming.
Oh, it was
As soon as I get this heel flip.
Yeah, they're coming. Spitfire's coming for me, dude. Once I get that.
Just need a manager at this point. Too overwhelming. But nonetheless, so I meet Bam, and then we at that skate park called Cheapskates, which was clearly before your time. If
Yeah.
Boards and Blades was when you started.
Yeah.
And
where was Cheapskates?
I don't know. It was in
Okay.
Pennsylvania, and we
Somewhere.
would drive up.
Right on.
And Bam would always be there, and he wasn't sponsored at that point. Bucky and I were, and we were instantaneously became thick as thieves.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd practice for this one contest every year, which was the NSAs. They'd have in Bricktown, New Jersey.
Okay.
And either he would win or I'd win. And one year I didn't show up, and he was there, and he went to Bucky, and he's like, "Yo, Bucky, where's Novak?" And Bucky's like, "I think he's on heroin." And Bam, at such a young age, was like, "Well, what's that?" Right? And not such a young age, like 12, 13. It was like 16, 17. But
That's pretty young
when
still.
you're consumed in like a nice, wholesome life that revolves around skateboarding and a good family, like you don't have conversations that consist of those words.
Yeah, sure.
So it was at that point that his career in skateboarding totally excelled and took off, and mine went to complete shit, and I chose to pursue a life of heroin and addiction. Fast forward some time later, I'm really sick one day. I can't come up with any money. But at this point, I wouldn't even acknowledge a skateboarder, right? It was like, it was the equivalent of like looking at the woman you like get away, the love of your life.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, if I just did a little, like, so it hurt me like that.
Yeah.
So I'd avoid skateboarding like the plague, but one day I was really sick and I couldn't come up with money. So I decided to go to this skate shop in Fells Point called Select. And I asked, when I get there to try to get some money, like, we're not going to give you money, but Bam was here yesterday with the Toy Machine team. And he asked if we ever saw you. We said no. And he said, well, if you do, give him my number. So he leaves his number. And a couple days later, I call and it was the number to Fairman's skate shop in town.
In Westchester.
Yeah. And I called Fairman's, right? Timing is everything in life. I call Fairman's. It's not even his skate. It's not his house. It's Fairman's. I'm a homeless heroin addict. I pump in some change into the fucking payphone, right? And this change is like my lifeline, right? So I got my finger on the thing. Like if it don't answer, I don't get beat for the money. So I'm like, but Dave answers. He's like, yo, he was just here. He's next door at Kuma, which is the sushi restaurant in town. He's like, hold on, I'll go get him. So he goes and gets him, comes back, and then that night I'm on a Greyhound bus from Baltimore to Westchester. And he's like, yo, come live with me. You know, you can at this point he had done the CKYs and then Viva La Bam had just started, and he allowed me to be a guest on the show and started to get paid by Viacom and I could do all this shit. I just couldn't. I could have a credit card. I could live at his house rent free. I just wasn't allowed to do heroin.
Okay.
that was the stipulation.
No problem.
I was cool with like Coke and alcohol because that was like I wouldn't steal your shit when I wanted more Coke.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So that was kind of how I like. And then throughout that process, Bam would always be like, yo, your stories are like the fun. He always loved the positions I ended up in as a direct result of my heroin addiction. Like letting gay men shave my asshole for rent money and fucking, you know, letting men blow me for more dope and just getting stabbed in the head with an ink pen and fucking like all this nonsense. So he's like, yo, you can live at the house. And now I'm starting to get appearances in Jackass. He's bringing me along and he kind of calls me like his walking television. But he then one night we would go to Kildare's after a rap. We'd rap for the day. Cass and the crew would go there. And humongous table of like 40 or 50 in a bar. And, and he'd like, tell this story, tell that story. And you could literally hear a pin drop. And it was then that he's like, yo, you're going to write a book. Now, I had not graduated high school at this point. I had no GED. I had nothing. I had no part of ever wanting to write a book. He's like, you're going to write a book. He gives me a notebook and a pen. And he goes, you're to carry this around all the time. He's like, I don't give a fuck if I don't even see you writing in it. You have to have it in your hand. The first time I don't see it in your hand, you're going back to Baltimore. Damn. So like the scales of justice were very equal there, easy to weigh out. Homeless in Baltimore, letting men blow me for heroin, or carry this fucking notebook and pen around and write my story. And still be on a TV show, drive a car, credit card, paid by Viacom, blah, blah, blah.
And you were maintaining sobriety, like relative sobriety?
No,
not even close.
So he would like, I never was allowed to do what I really wanted to do, which was opiates, whether it was like Percocets or heroin. That was very frowned upon, and he made it very known to everyone in Westchester and the people we worked with to not give me any. So people listened, and but nonetheless. And the second book that I wrote, Streets of Baltimore, really dives into the psychology of an addict or an alcoholic, because I knew that I'm being presented this golden ticket, right? I can become this household name, making money. I can live in this fucking mansion, drive a car, blah, blah, blah. but I know that it's only a matter of time before the rug gets pulled out from under me. Like,
Yeah.
because I can't stop getting high.
Yeah.
So he's cool with the coke and the alcohol and they don't really understand addiction at that point.
Sure, yeah.
But like inside of me, I can't wait to get back to Baltimore to fuck. So I'd tell him lies like I have to go back and get my favorite pair of jeans.
Yeah,
and I'd
yeah.
fucking go back and end up there for 3 weeks.
Damn.
And just lost in Baltimore shooting dope.
Jeez.
And so he'd kick me out. I'd go to rehab and a lot of wash, rinse, repeats of that.
Sure, yeah.
Later on, he then comes with this new idea. I'm going to write this book. I have no desire to write a book, but I had read a book called A Million Little Pieces by James Frey. Brilliant book, and I love the outline of that. So I'm no fool by any means, and I went and I just copied his outline, and I wrote a fucking 12 chapters, pen to paper, right? No laptop, anything. And my co-author is a man named Joe Franz, who made all the CKY videos.
Okay, yeah.
Filmed the Viva La Bams and Jackass, and he did not want that job, but Bam was like, dude, you're going to do this. Because no one wanted to work with me. I was like, I was not a good fucking employee.
Yeah.
My behavior was rather erratic, to say the least. But he made him kind of do this. And then a year later, I'm like, yo, I think I'm finished. And Bam started reading. He's like, dude, this is really something. So then he gives it to Joe. Joe turns 12 chapters into 23. And we get a literary agent off of Bam's manager, finds me a literary agent, shops it around, and it gets fucking picked up. And it does like really, really well.
What was it? This is your first book,
The
right?
first
This
book,
was
Dream
cool.
Seller.
Dream Seller. That's a nice title, too.
Which was fucking, I mean, that's what I did for a living, right? Like I'd make people believe the unbelievable. I'd build your hopes up to like make you believe that like it was going to be different this time.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
in hopes for you to believe in me enough for me to get some cash out of you.
Yeah.
To only apologize and just to wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what my life looked like for a long time. But that's how I ended up in all these places and doing all these things. That what I didn't know then that's really rad now is that's life. It's live forward and learn backwards.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that I was kind of being tasked with this fucked up position of addiction or alcoholism to then be later on blessed with recovery and use the very same platform that I gained notoriety from as being just this fuck up drug addict alcoholic to being this guy that's like, yo, if you want help, like I will help you. I have all these avenues to like get you out of where I once was.
Yeah, can you put that into words? I'm always kind of fascinated by that when it's like, because it is obvious to anyone who's not on drugs, when you know someone who's on drugs, you're like, dude, if you just don't do drugs, you won't have as many problems. And they're like, I have to do them.
Sure.
And it's like, what is like the thought? Is it even a thought process, or is it just like a genuine, just like urge?
At that point in time for me, I got to a place in life where any person, place, or thing that stood between me and a bag of heroin must and will go. And it was never personal. It was just business, right? Because I'm a good guy with a great heart, and I was raised by a loving mother who taught me to show kindness and compassion to humanity. But don't catch me when I'm withdrawing. You know what I mean? So it's like, so what, I own treatment centers today. I own sober living houses. I'm totally immersed in that world. And the truth of the matter is, we are amazing people that have been diagnosed with a deadly disease that makes us make terrible decisions. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
At least my story.
Yeah. So you're saying like, I'm so like the process of like having, I guess, that urge versus like, like you said, in some way you kind of know like, yeah, this isn't going to go well.
So I remember,
but you just have to, I have to do it.
Prime example, we were kind of getting into it a little bit before we got on. I had just done a year in George W. Hill Correctional Facility, right? They let me out New Year's Eve. I'm living in Westchester, and I have an amazing fiance at the time who's now my ex because they continue to get between me and drugs. So they have to fucking go.
Yeah.
And she's moved our home while I was incarcerated. She redecorated it, really tried to love my addiction out of me. And I wanted to be done with it. I really did. That night I was released, I called up one of my buddies who rode with the Pagans, who partied with us in Westchester. And he brought over some Percocet 30s and a couple Xanax. Now, I had been sober for a year up to this point.
Yeah.
And I'm on parole. Like, I know what the deal is if I fuck up. I find myself in Ryan's Pub in Westchester because I live right down the street, and I told my chick, because she'd watch me like a canine. I'm like, I just have to go up here to say hi to whatever. And I go, and I'm in the pub, and I'm sitting on the toilet, and the toilet paper dispensary is to my right, and I crush up 2 Percocet 30s and a half of Xanax, and I have it in my billfold, and I'm about to put it in my nose and sniff it, and I'm literally crying. I uncontrollably crying. I can't stop crying because I know that as soon as I do this, I'm going to begin that behavioral pattern that takes me where I don't want to go and makes me do things I don't want to do, but I can't control myself.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, that's a good explanation
there's no
of it.
room for logic at that point.
Jesus, man.
And that's kind of what my day in, day out looked like for a long time.
Yeah, that's a good explanation of it. Because I know it's not like a thing with like words. It's just kind of like you also don't, and it's like it's pretty fucking rugged, man.
I remember that night. I'm in the bathroom. I'm doing this, and I could hear people out in Ryan. You know where Ryan's is, and they're having a good time. They're waiting for the ball to drop. They're laughing. They're fucking playing. They're cheersing, and I'm in the stall just crying uncontrollably with a fucking rolled up bill up my nose, getting ready to sniff everything I love away.
Oh,
And that's what addiction is as a whole. But it didn't start that way, you know?
Yeah. How did you end up starting to do heroin? Because that was like a big jump from like skating.
Yeah.
Was it the pills first?
It was the fucking hallmark progression, you know, the alcohol, the weed, stealing the herb from the dad, and then the blow, because he sold a lot of blow. And things just progressively got worse, but mine was genetic. So, you know, I have a mother who was a nuclear physicist. I have a brother who is an attorney who works in the White House.
That's awesome.
I have a sister who works in the hospital my mother ran, but they are by a different father. I'm the only one by my father.
Gotcha.
He was an addict and his father was an addict.
Yeah.
You know, so I believe I was fucked from the gate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The thing now is that like, it's like, you know, my poison has become my medicine, and like it's turned out to be the biggest blessing that's ever happened in my life.
Yeah, that is the thing. I feel like addiction, it is like it's almost like a weird spiritual practice if you think about it. You just kind of like, rather than like meditating, you're just getting so fucking high all the time. Totally. Your life just collapses, and then now you have to really kind of, it gives people, I think, a deeper appreciation for life if they make it through it. That's my
and that's the thing, right? Because here's the reality, and this is why people are so just like frustrated with battling the disease of addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Statistics state, theoretical evidence dictates that I or anyone else that is sober are to be high or dead, right? Like the data collected, the analytics fucking from all over these studies that are given states that the majority of people die as opposed to find sobriety.
Yeah.
And I remember getting out of my last facility, and you know, BAM was always a constant theme throughout my life. And I stopped over and I saw him, and he's like, what the fuck? What was different about number 13 treatment center? Why not 12 or 10 or 6 or 4 or 3? He's like, what, did you have like a meeting with God or something? And I didn't say it to him because it's just too much for one to grasp. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I kind of did.
Really? So that's what I've heard before. Wasn't that what AA was founded on? The guy Bill
and Bob
went to like Carl Jung, and he was like, bro, either find God or you're toast.
Yeah,
in a way.
So you know, I'm not religious. I don't particularly care for organized religion.
Sure,
but I'm insanely spiritual, and it's like, where's my spirituality if I judge your spirituality? So like acceptance is the answer to all in world,
for sure.
But I didn't understand that. See, the truth of the matter is, and this is a blanket statement that I'll make for anyone that's in addiction or in recovery, is that we didn't get here because we took the short bus to school. Quite the contrary. We end up here because we're too smart for our own fucking good. And then I land in a seat of a 12-step meeting or a treatment center that literally has the ability to save my life, and I fuck around and outthink myself right out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Because recovery is one of those weird things that works so well, people stop fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's such a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Right? So what I didn't know is that like the last thing I tried was the first thing that worked, right? Because I was just too smart for my own good, and I wasn't quite willing to buy into the process. It worked great for you guys, but I'm a bit different.
Yeah,
right?
That's everyone I've known.
Totally.
Like, I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah, for sure. And And at the end, when I was optionless, literally I was homeless, I was moneyless, I was friendless, I was carless, loveless, just that was me. I had no other choice but to buy into the process. And I didn't even want to do it then. I begrudgingly did it, but like, fuck it. I have the time and no one's expecting or requesting my fucking presence, so let's run it. And the craziest thing happened is it started to work. I experienced the 12 steps, and what happened throughout the 12 steps is I had a spiritual experience. And the definition of a spiritual experience is simply a psychic change. Meaning that I, Brandon Novak, today no longer look at things the way I did then.
Do you remember what kind of kicked that off exactly, or was it just kind of
pain? Pain. I had to end up in a place where the pain was so fucking unbearable, right? Like to where my back was against the wall, and I had nothing else to do to get myself out of the position that I had created for myself.
How long did that take? How long did that take of like doing heroin?
Well, my overall resume with alcoholism and addiction was 22 years.
Okay, wow.
So, but the last 10 were really bad.
Yeah. What did that look like in terms of like you're saying like the personal pain? Was it like obviously like there's probably physical discomfort and all that stuff, but like just like alienation from everyone you've ever known? Were you like kind of like kicking yourself over like how much better things could have went? Like what was like the real primer?
All of the above. But what I didn't know then that I know now is that each one of my attempts at trying to find recovery were not failures. Despite me thinking they were, because like I would use in treatment, I'd get kicked out, I'd leave, I'd use the same day. And as any blessing happens to anyone, it happens unbeknownst to us, right? Like if I knew when and where a blessing was taking place and I was to report there to receive said blessing, I'd fuck that up, right? So like I had to be put in this place where these seeds were being planted unbeknownst to me. And then finally, on that day where the appropriate amount of pain was created, where it became so unbearable that I was finally willing to do what I had never been willing to do, which is become open-minded just long enough to pick that phone up, ask for help, and then the craziest thing ever, but fucking follow through with it. I started to see that like none of this was what I thought a failure. Like it all played its part when it was supposed to, so that finally when the opportunity met the appropriate time, an event was going to take place that was going to create this outcome unlike anything that I could wrap my feeble mind around. And I saw on my way into that last treatment center, like it's like the skies parted and I walked across the sea and everything they said made sense, and just like it hit me, and I knew that like I get it. It makes sense now.
Yeah,
it all makes sense. And
so you knew even just heading while on the way there, you're like just something flipped.
Because they would be like, dude, I own facilities now, and my favorite thing is to run groups with my clients, and I can't get enough of that. And I'm like, who in here thinks that you're in here because of drugs and alcohol? And the majority of them raise their hands, and I'm like, you're all fucking wrong. That's not why we're here. The drug and the alcohol is not the problem. So right out of the gate, no wonder you keep repeating your behaviors, because you're fighting the wrong fucking opponent. You're in the wrong ring. You're going to lose every time.
Yeah.
Right? The problem is the thinking and the attitude and the behavior, right? So as long as I continue to repeat the behaviors, I'm going to repeat the outcomes where I end up in a place where the only answer is a shot of heroin or a glass of wine.
Yeah.
So once I realized the alcohol is the solution, not the problem, I've now identified, right, who my opponent is. It's my behaviors. So I had to change my behaviors to change the outcomes. I started to then gain a better understanding of the reality of my situation. And what I learned is the reason why I got beat so bad is because A, I always underestimated the opponent that I was up against because I was the great I am. And B, I never gave it the time, attention, or respect it deserved.
Yeah, and you're talking, when you say that, you mean like yourself basically, or like, because it sounds to me like it's like you were saying, like, fucking heroin, fucking keep making me fucking do it. When in reality, it is like it's yourself, and nobody, even without drugs, nobody wants to admit that like they're a complete problem.
Exactly, and again, this isn't just. Substitute the word drugs for whether your thing's porn, sex, food, shopping, gambling, fighting, fucking, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? These are the solutions to the problem. And you were talking about it during COVID, right? Prior to COVID, you'd walk around with all these narratives of these people. And then all of a sudden in COVID, and it made me think of it, we were kind of forced to be with ourselves, by ourselves, to look at ourselves, which is what we avoid by fucking fighting, betting, shopping. You know what I mean? And then I start to look at me, which is why I got high for so long, right? To escape the shitty reality I created for myself as a direct result of continuing to shoot dope. And then finally, when I got into a place where I could start looking at me, I realized that I'm the problem. Right?
Yeah.
There is no their part. And the longer I think that there is a their part as to why I'm this way, I'm just the victim. So now I'm going to drink because of my shitty life. And you would too if you had a life like mine. I'll justify why. Right? The brain is the fucking problem in every area of life.
Yeah, dude, it does. It can fuck you up, man. It can really fuck you up. You can do anything and just be like, get something in your head like, oh, I'm not good enough.
Totally. And then it just snowballs.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
It's insane. But if you're aware of it, then it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, true.
And now, like, the longer I stay sober, the more work that I do, it's amazing. What I do know is that I don't fucking know. And I don't take credit for any of this.
Yeah, how long have you been sober for?
Coming up on 10 years.
Oh, nice. It's been a while.
Yeah. And now all I do, I dumb my way into this shit.
Yeah.
And now I always say I came into like sobriety as a king. And I worked my way up the ladder to become a humble servant. And the more people I help, the more I give away, the better my life is, the more I gain in return, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like in any business transaction, if I give you something I have, I'm to walk away with less. In this weird, magical, spiritual world of recovery, anything that I give you, I'm walking away with more.
Yeah, dude, that I remember that was like a weird shock for me when I went to school for social work for a while, a couple years ago, and I would get like inmates housing. That was like a thing I did for like one of the field placements. And then there was this one guy who was a fucking pain in my ass. He'd always like call me and just be like, "You're not doing shit." Blah blah blah.
Sure.
He was under the gun because they were going to take his kid, a bunch of shit if he didn't find appropriate housing. And I remember the day I found him a house, we're both in this place, and I called him up. And I was like, "Yo, dude, we got it." And we both were so happy. And I was like, that was such a funny, for something so dumb. It's a big deal. It's a house, but I remember like I won this like comedy contest, and I was like, this is it. And then I got the guy a house, and it was literally the same feeling.
Again,
it was the same exact feeling of like
timing and opportunity meeting to create a beautiful outcome.
But it is a weird thing. That was like a weird thing for me when I was like, oh, you can get just as happy for doing nice things for people as you can, like, achieving some sort of personal victory.
Any monetary fucking victory.
Exactly. And it's like, it is honestly, I would argue that like when you do something like awesome for a person, I think it feels better than if you just like kill it in some way with like a sales thing.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. No matter how much, for me, what I did for the majority of my life is I just like rearranged the furniture on the Titanic, right? For years, and I swore that this way was going to be the proper placement to make sure my ship doesn't sink, and I would always do that. And then I learned that like it is what it is, right? Stop overcomplicating a simple process, and because the world kept right sizing me, and I just I took me out of the equation. I thought less and just did more. Because I surrounded myself with like people who genuinely were also really good people that were just trying to make humanity a little bit better today than it was yesterday.
Yeah, that is a nice thing. And it's one of those things too. It's one of those things I think people sneer at. They're like, making the world better. It's like,
sure.
What the fuck else are you going to do, dude?
Yeah.
Just be a dickhead all the time. But it's like, I feel bad personally, it's like, so you have, people, they go through, drug addiction. There's like this whole thing. It's like, everyone, when, I would imagine you're a drug addict, there's like a part of it, like everyone knows I'm an addict. People are talking shit on me, everyone, blah, blah, blah. But then almost like you reach a point where you're like, I don't give a fuck. And that's like a very freeing experience eventually. Whereas there's people who don't ever, fall into a deep drug addiction, but they never get to really face their own like self-defeating mental patterns. And in a way, it's almost like the person, in my opinion, who goes through addiction and gets out of that ends up having, I think, a richer existence than if you never really have to face that or come like face to face with yourself and like really look at yourself. Because there's people who get
100%.
through life good on paper, but it's like, they're tortured.
Absolutely.
And it's like, I always thought it was like a shame.
I couldn't agree with that sentiment anymore. That's a spot on fucking example.
Because everyone I know who's in recovery is like, they're very open. There's like almost like you can tell. It's like, okay, this person really has turned a corner, because it's like, something switches, and it's like nobody really knows exactly what that is, but it really is the most consistent factor is having some sort of spiritual experience or like like an awakening experience.
Studies show that people that do what the studies show that sober people that do what other sober people do in order to stay sober have better odds of staying sober. So like there's not a black and white one size fits all. And you can try another method or another avenue that could equate to the same result.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to a point where the stakes were way too high and I was tired of rolling the dice and I kind of wanted to start working smarter, not harder. So I just bought into what the group does in order to stay sober. But the funny thing was, and you said it, it's all a thinking problem, right? And I always have this alcoholic brain that lies to me, my own voice. And it always makes me believe the unbelievable.
Yeah,
and it creates these delusional narratives. And I walked around for years thinking that no one in this world knew that I had a problem but me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I thought that I was kind of keeping it contained. Just enough to continue to enable my behaviors, which is getting high and justifying the outcomes.
So that's crazy. You really didn't think people were like hip to you at all.
Not nearly as much. So I didn't, right? I thought that no one in the world knew that I had a problem but me. And then when I finally bought into the process, what I learned is that everyone in the world knew that I had a problem but me.
Yeah, that's
right. I was the last person. Why? Because I possessed that job that consists of knowing everything.
That's really funny.
And I'm like, fuck. Right. And
that's so funny.
And that's what I again, right. I was ignorant to the process and the reality of my alcoholism because I lived off of justification and minimization and deflection. Right. If only she didn't come home from work early, she wouldn't have found my needles on the table.
Yeah.
If only the parole officer's fucking husband would have banged her out, she would have been mad and gave me a piss test that fucking got me dirty and sentenced me to 6 months.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All this
It's
nonsense.
always other people's fault.
Yeah. So finally, the craziest thing happened. I started to take accountability for my actions and started pointing the finger inward and realizing that, whoa, like it's me and my behaviors. And I started changing my behaviors. And I started changing the outcomes. And I started to like the results I got. So it snowball affected into this.
Yeah. It's just crossing that like threshold to even consider the possibility.
It was so simple, though. I missed it.
Yeah.
I overlooked it.
Yeah, dude, I think most people go their whole life without ever saying it. But
dude, everyone says, what's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer? If any of us had the answer, we would bottle that thing, we'd sell it, we'd be a billionaire a billion times over.
True.
I believe it's so simple as just helping one fucking person. Someone took the time to stop and help me. I, in turn, helped another. 2 turned into 4, 4 turned into 8, 8 turned into 16. Before you know it, you're changing the narrative, which is ultimately changing the outcome. It's so simple. Just slow down the process and help one person.
Pardon the interruption. This may or may not be Sean Gardini speaking. And this may or may not be Sean Gardini on camera. Who is speaking and who is on camera is not important. I've come to tell you that Sean Gardini is doing stand-up comedy shows. The upcoming shows are in Cleveland, Ohio, December 8th, Buffalo, New York, December 10th, and Baltimore, Maryland, December 11th. Please come to those shows if you can. The tickets are at SeanGardini.com. Thank you.
Hear me out here. I failed to promote my shows in the Irvine Improv, SoCal. I'm so fucking SoCal. I forgot to do the ads or make a flyer for the Irvine show. Oops, my bad. It's next weekend. Thanksgiving weekend, Friday, November 29th, Saturday, November 30th. 2 days, 4 shows. Come out to motherfucking Irvine Improv. And I'll be honest, I'm not just saying this because I'm doing a show. I love Irvine. Irvine was the first place I went to in California. And I was telling someone recently, I'm like, I fucking love Irvine. And they lived in LA and like, are you kidding? Are you trying to be funny? I'm like, no, why? And apparently everyone from LA just snubs Irvine. Like, I would never. Fuck you guys, dude. Irvine rules. LA's fucking bullshit. Irvine, we're talking Laguna Beach. We're talking motherfucking Newport Beach, conservative ass stronghold down there in SoCal, dude. Shit. Come out. I love Irvine. It's literally the first place I went to in California. I'm very excited to go there. I'm going to bring my whole motherfucking family. We're all going to do Thanksgiving out there. It's going to be sick. So Irvine Improv, Friday, November 29th, Saturday, November 30th. Let's go. Let's show these LA fucking pussies, dude, who's really fucking SoCal. They're not fucking SoCal. They're north of Irvine, bro.
Yeah, so how did you get into the recovery homes? When did you start that? And like, what was that like?
I had my get well job was washing dishes for $6 an hour in Levittown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
At a diner called Mary Ann's. At 38 years old, I'm busting suds in the back with a coworker who's fucking 14. Damn. My brain told me that, and this is after skating, jackass, fucking author.
Yeah.
My brain told me I should have at the very least been the president of the United States. And I'm fucking busting suds with Brian here for $6 an hour.
Yeah, what was that like?
Struggling. I had heard the word humility and it sounded fucking cool and it rolled off the tongue right, but try swallowing that fucking thing.
I'm 38 right now, dude. If I had to bust a
Imagine
suds.
fucking you leaving here and going back to Levittown, Pennsylvania to Mary Ann's Diner. Shout out to Rich and they were great guys and the owners and busting suds for $6 an hour. Next to a 14-year-old.
How long did you do that for?
1 year.
That's long. That's
I had no idea what my next move was going to be. Right?
Yeah.
Because my qualifications didn't state that I had any special qualities.
I know what you mean. You can't be like, yo, let me hop on a TV show real quick.
Yeah.
Get
Or
the
like,
fuck
let me
out.
fucking, I don't own a computer. I skipped that whole, I went from skating to heroin.
Yeah,
I wrote my book pen and paper. I can pawn laptops great. I don't use them. Even to this day, I don't email. I got my first ever computer during COVID. I used it 7 times and gave it the fuck away.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you on do you fuck with the Instagram and all that
Yeah,
stuff? Okay,
I
so
like
you do
that. But
Gotcha.
the thought of an app gives me anxiety.
I got what you're saying. Yeah.
Right? And I'm just stubborn by nature. So
So you're busting the suds for a while. Then
Yeah.
How did you get into the recovery
but I
space?
started that job that I thought was so fucking beneath me turned out to be the foundation of who I am today. And I think by social standards and regards, I could be considered a pretty successful guy. I have all these different businesses and properties and blah, blah, blah. But it all came from washing dishes. I started to show up early. I'd stay late. I took pride in washing these dishes. I called out one day in a whole year because of a snowstorm. Those behaviors started to change. And my outcome started to change. I started to become self-sufficient. For the first time in life, I was paying my own recovery house bill, $165 a week. I was buying my own groceries, my own cigarettes, not relying or depending on anyone.
Yeah.
I stopped and then what happened was, someone asked me to speak at a candlelight vigil for someone who had passed away. And because, the 12-step program, AA, it's anonymous. So you don't know really what's going on there. But when I spoke at that candlelit vigil for people who had lost their lives, someone had filmed it and it started making its rounds on social media. And then an organization reached out to me and they're like, would you like to come speak at our facility in Florida? And I'm like, sure. And they put me up at the W in Fort Lauderdale in the penthouse. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are they going to ask me for a donation? I wash dishes.
Yeah,
and they had come up with this whole design, right? Again, the blessings taking place unbeknownst to me. If I knew any of this was going to happen, I'd fuck it up royally.
Sure, yeah.
And they had put together this whole plan and presented it to me. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even know this world existed that I live in today.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of gave way. And I bought into what they would say. And in those meetings, they'd say, in order to keep what you have, you have to give it away. And
Sure, yeah.
this is cliche as shit. And I vowed to myself that when I was in a position financially, I was going to recreate that sober living house I lived in.
That's cool.
And do for others what it had done for me. So literally on my 5th year anniversary, I opened up in Wilmington, Delaware, my very first men's sober living house called Novak's House with 10 beds. And that has since turned into 7 houses for men and women in Wilmington, Delaware with 75 beds. And I fucking travel the world and I have generous friends or just strangers that want to give back and they occasionally stroke a check and they provide money that I have in the scholarship fund. And my mission is to provide a bed for anyone in need of sober living after completing a treatment center. I refuse to let price be a deterrent as to why someone can't get help. And then, unfortunately, the demand was met. I kept fucking expanding, and I really wished that wasn't the case and these didn't even exist.
Sure.
And I'm like, dude, I can help more and I can be better. So then I created Redemption Addiction Treatment Center in Wilmington, Delaware. Well, in Newport.
Okay, yeah, that's
right next to it.
down there, yeah.
And it's an outpatient facility where people come during the day, 5 days a week, or nighttime groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people I'm on par to create like a David Koresh Waco, Texas compound vibe, minus the gun and the fucking religion. But I want to create this place where people feel like they want to be a part. Right? It's all deliverance. Like I started this podcast. It's all with how you present something to me. Right. So what I try to do is to create this whole fucking environment that people want to be a part at, as opposed to feeling like they have to.
Yeah. What was your? Did you have any, like, when you went to any treatment centers? Did you have ones that you felt like? Because you hear some people like, that place is a fucking scam. They're just fucking taking my money. Like, did you have any places you thought were just like churning people in and out, or do you think that's just people's like perception of the place?
I think it's. And it's just opinion based. I think it's people's perception. The treatment center that I ultimately got sober in, people would be like, "You'll never get sober there." It cost me $2 to get into. It was a Catholic Charities program in Baltimore, and if you looked out, you weren't allowed to look out the blinds, because if you looked out, they were literally serving dope and coke and crack on the corner. It was like a bottom of the barrel kind of joint.
Yeah.
But I believe it takes what it takes until it takes. And who are you or I to say what it will be for it to take?
That makes sense.
It's between you and the maker of whatever you choose to fucking call it. Because they don't, it's not like once you get to this appropriate program, they give you this secret pill for the cool kids. It's fucking recycled rhetoric that you hear in all the facilities.
Yeah,
it's like, fuck.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I believe the perfect treatment center is whichever one you get sober in.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a say. Like, I didn't get to pick my sober date.
True.
Again, that was a blessing.
Yeah, like they gave you the right massage.
Yeah,
and like the place
finally
was chill.
they fucking gave me a happy ending with a massage, and they played my favorite song.
That might turn me around.
And I come God, and here we are. I'm the spiritual fucking guru. Fuck your way into recovery. That's
You're right.
not the deal.
Yeah, true.
I wish.
There is a very unsexy element to it where you're saying, like, yeah, you can be in like a place that people think sucks really
Straight
badly.
up.
It really is a wholly internal process.
I'm a firm believer you can get sober in a fucking pub sitting on a bar stool with a bottle of Jack in front of you if you're ready.
Yeah,
Straight up.
What do you think about like the California sobriety people do, where it's like, I'm California sober, I'll like drink and smoke weed and shit, and like,
dude, I did this TMZ thing. They did a special recently of Matthew Perry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I read his book. Brilliant book, by the way. Whole newfound respect for that man. Rest in peace to him. But they were doing this hour-long documentary, Harvey and them, and they reached out and they wanted me to weigh in on it, and they asked me the same question. And the truth of the matter is, I'd be really ignorant if I sat here and pretended to possess the answer of like how to live a perfect life with coming up on 10 years sober. That's like, my mother would be like, fuck you, asshole. You should have did it your whole life, you idiot.
Yeah.
So like, all I know is my narrative because it worked for me. I'm never going to tell anybody what you should or should not do. I believe with California Sober, with MAT, Suboxone, Subutex, Vivitrol, Methadone, if it provides you a life that you believe is worth waking up and getting out of bed for every morning without the thought of wanting to kill yourself, I'll fucking drive you to the dispensary. Who, you know what I mean? Like, fuck me for thinking that I have the answer. I just have my narrative. So what I always say is that when I'm kind of giving a talk or working with clients, if you can find more similarities than differences, it might make sense to pay attention.
Yeah.
But if not, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone at the end of the day, you're entitled to your own process. You were entitled to have that realization during COVID of like being a fucking asshole to strangers that did nothing to you.
Sure.
And if I would have robbed you of that process, you might not have come to the conclusion that you have today where just being kind is the right way.
Yeah.
So looking back, if anyone would have robbed me of one less fucking sleepless night I caused my mother or pain that I made everyone endure, like I might not be here today.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
yeah,
it's
kind of a personal timeline for everybody.
For sure. And it's like, and I'm not saying that my way is the right way. It's just my fucking way.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I know that's a big battle. When I was in social work school, there's like people who are like, it's called like harm reduction versus people who are like, nothing, you better knock all that shit.
I'm a big harm reduction guy.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's like, who the fuck, like, that's between them and their higher power.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, I believe I'm God and I can predict what your fucking best outcome will be for your life and your situation. Fuck.
Yeah, true.
And I'm a spiritual guy, and if I'm a spiritual guy like I say I am, where's my spirituality if I judge your spirituality?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I believe my higher power is everything. I think it's crack. I think it's heroin. I think it's life, death. It's like, what's love without sadness? What's joy without sorrow? Right? You have to have all these. Without those fucking overdoses, without life support, without fucking ruining my life, I would not be the child of. I hate to say God because people are like, oh, this religious fuck, but a child of God today who I really like do my best to help humanity. I wouldn't be here. I'd still be in that position of like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You think you have it figured out, you fucking idiot? You deserve what you get.
Yeah.
And that's where I'd probably be.
Yeah, well, it is funny. People, I've talked about this before, but it is funny how that is like the God talk's taboo now. Before
Totally.
it was like you couldn't talk about sex. Now you can be like, I'm fucking jizzing, and everyone's like, ah. But if you're like,
Yeah, they had the whole Me Too movement at that point.
true, yeah. But if you mention God, people are like, what the fuck?
Totally.
And it's like a pretty wholesome, I think it's a very wholesome concept. But it got tainted by I think people just being like the religion aspect of being like, you're going to hell because you fucking came.
For sure.
It's like that.
And that's a shame. But
Sucks.
But you need those people, right? Those people are just as important as the other ones that aren't those people to make me realize how much I don't want to be like that. Because without those people, I'll turn into that person.
Yeah.
Because I don't have like a warning sign or like like who I don't. I need the bad to remind me what I don't want to become, so I practice good.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's gonna like, because even like religions, like concepts of God, like go through waves where it's like we used to think it was like fucking fire, and now we are like there's like the mythological hero of like there's these entities in the sky that we can like be like, hey, please help us. That'll like change everything, and then like that like around like an organized like testament of like this is the guy who came down from heaven, and then So now I wonder if it is going to regroup in like some different conception that people will universally buy into, or if it'll just be like a fractured thing forever.
The older I get at 45, I see that things just evolve, but then just come back around.
Yeah.
I was looking on the plane the other day, and there's this chick who has, as you see, these new things are like the big headphones.
Apple Pros.
Where like your mom used to have it back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And no one's doing the AirPods anymore. It's just like Miami Vice, like fucking color schemes and chicks wearing baggy ass jeans have now come back.
I know.
So
yeah,
it's like,
kind of weird.
just live long enough and you'll realize that like shit's not that heavy.
Yeah.
and it's going to be okay. And the fact of the matter is you don't really have much say so in any of it anyways.
Yeah.
For me, that's what I do. And I just kind of remain like, I don't know what I remain. It just depends on when you ask me.
No, that's true. So, and then, I'm curious too. So you were doing the Viva La Bam stuff and all that stuff fell out. Like what happened with all of like all the people from Jackass? You guys all still talk, or like where did like was there like a big falling out, or like what happened?
Nah, I mean everyone's good. I was just with Steve-O in LA a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's kind of doing his thing.
He's killing it. Pontius, I love him. I speak with him, and those two guys I probably speak to more regularly than the most. Bam is battling his own demons, and unfortunately because of that, we seem to be in two different places where there's just not a lot in common at the moment.
For sure.
So we don't really just pick up the phone and chat. I think if I had to make a prediction of what would kind of connect us again, it would probably be skateboarding.
That's cool.
That's always been the common bond and theme throughout our relationship.
Do you still skateboard?
Yeah, but
Nice.
for my mental health now, obviously
Really?
not like is like
Yeah, you just do it for fun.
Yeah, I try
That's
to
cool.
carve out time to like just get in a van and go with the homies and film and just like shut everything off.
That's kind of tight.
And other like Brandon Turner, shout out to Brandon Turner. He's on the West Coast, fucking killing it. He's a sober guy. A lot of skaters have become sober and they're kind of doing their own thing with recovery. And I was talking to him yesterday, and we're gonna fly out. I'm gonna fly out there. We're working on a project together, possibly, and you know. So oddly enough, the ones that we used to party and run with and fucking go crazy with have now found like this new way of life. It's really attractive, and we join forces to just kind of hopefully promote a healthy way of living.
Yeah, it is funny, especially if you think about the origins of like Jackass was like the possibly unhealthiest, most insane way of living possible. And it was so fucking fun to watch. It was awesome. But it is funny to come full circle and be like, now we've all actually chilled out immensely. And
dude, Steve-O is like so fucking sober. There was a point in time where I thought about asking him to be my sponsor. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I want to get like that sober. Yeah, like he's like shout out to him, but he's like someone that motivates me. But he's like, you know what I mean? He's authentically like what you see is what you get, and who he is who he is, and it does not waver no matter where or what he's doing. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And it's also one of those things like, sobriety, again, if you're just kind of kicking around, you're going out to get drinks every Sunday, you don't necessarily have, like let's say like a problem quote.
Yeah.
It is one of those things that I think when you're, drinking a lot or like partying, it's like, it's almost seems alien. But it like, if you really like strip it down from like, take substances out of it, I always thought it's a really like it's cool for a person to be able to remain with their thoughts in their own state of consciousness rather than, because you constantly escape it. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get stoned, all right, I'm gonna get that. And you're constantly jumping out. But I think that is a serious like sign of mental strength to like, and people do like sober October, which that must be kind of funny when like the whole world's like, we're gonna be sober for 1 month. And you're like, all right.
But I've seen me do that. So like, fuck yeah, I'm all about it.
True. But it's gotta be funny with like 10 years, like, oh, I'm glad you're having fun.
For sure.
There is something I think that is like, especially the older you get, it's like, it does take mental strength to like sit with yourself, not being able to kind of leave your consciousness like a little bit by, doing like, oh, I want to get a little high, I want to do this, blah, blah, blah.
Totally.
And I think it's like, it's a genuine virtue that I think gets skipped over. People are kind of like, yeah, dude, fuck, I'm gonna have a couple beers, fuck that. Like people kind of dismiss it a lot, especially when you're drinking. But I always thought it was like it's hard to do. It's like, it's very hard to do. And it takes like, when you can't kind of jump out of yourself for a little bit, it forces you to work through, the kind of, whatever, broken gears in your head.
I make a point to let people know that in my programs, right? Because the people that I'm working with, they're coming in, they have a week, they have 2 weeks, they have 4 days, they have 1 day, and they're sitting in there and they're feeling like they're not enough. They could be doing more. They should be further along. And I'm like, look, what you're doing, the majority of society is not. Who wants to strip away their escape routes to be forced to look at themselves, right? With themselves, by themselves, without having any drink or drug to escape the terrible reality that you've created as a result of your addiction and man up and fucking walk through it. I'm like, I will walk with you people. You people are the ones that I want on my team right now. Like at fucking over 10 years and you are the people that I fuck with, right? Like, and there's a lot to be said with that because I don't just give my time to anybody.
Sure, yeah.
So it's like, I really make it a point because I know in early sobriety, it's like those week, 5 days, 30 days, 60 days, it's like of sobriety. It's like a bipolar roller coaster ride from hell.
Yeah, I can
right?
imagine.
You can be above heaven high. The wind can blow wrong. You're like below hell low, trying to figure what the fuck just happened. So it's important to give people the credit of it takes a lot of work to end up in that position for fucking 2 days sober.
Yeah,
it's and I always say it takes so much longer to get 2 days sober than it will to get 2 years sober.
Yeah,
because you're just sitting there looking at the clock and you're like,
yeah,
should I not? Can I not? Should I say fuck it and just do it? Should I not do it? You're still consumed with the actual drink or drug. You're just not partaking at that moment.
Yeah.
And to make it through that, to address all these ailments and start to look at you without an escape, that's fucking big boy shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
And most people don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
And that's okay. I need those people that don't do it to show me why I really need to keep doing it.
For sure, yeah.
Right? It's all perspective because they told me at treatment if I changed my perception, I could change my world.
Yeah.
And I bought into that shit. And believe it or not, they were fucking right.
Yeah. No, it's pretty sick, man. I'm happy for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like I'm stoked. I'm grateful. But who really is like my mother, my friends, my employees, the police, the probation, the parole officers, the judges. Life has become a better place to be in with my sobriety, not only for me but for other people.
Yeah, and I always, like you were saying, the service thing's big because especially when you're like, if you're in even with with or without drugs, if you're just like living a negative existence, you're usually convinced like in order to conquer my own negative existence, I have to achieve at some level that just somehow like shuts all this down and people will realize and they'll like me. Whereas like in recovery, it's like, or you can just like help people. Yeah. And it gets the same thing. Like if you're like lonely, it's like, well, rather than trying to be the man, just go volunteer. Yeah. And you'll get that. Like, it's like a quick route into kind of like a nice social existence. And everyone just is like, no, I have to conquer the world. Yeah.
It's
like,
too easy. It's too simple.
Exactly. It's really fun. I always thought that was kind of funny.
It's like, it's a simple fucking approach for an overcomplicated thinker.
Yeah.
And that's why I say smart people generally have a hard time getting it.
Yeah.
I had to dumb my way into this position. And that was through me being beaten into a state of reasonableness as a direct result of my behaviors. But it doesn't have to get that way, right? Like one of my business partners, I met him in treatment. It was his first attempt ever at getting sober, and he's remained sober.
Really? He just was like, fucking up.
So it's like, and that's the frustrating thing. Most people are like, well, why can't my loved one get it at number 1? Why does he have to get to 13 like you? There's no black and white. It's such an individualized process. And if you look at the statistics, it's very sad because it states that you're not going to win.
Yeah,
but I'm here to fucking say, like,
you
fuck
can.
that.
Yeah,
Like, not only am I going to win, I'm going to fucking kill it. I'm going to own it, and it's going to turn into be my biggest blessing.
Yeah.
And if I can do it, so the fuck can you. There's nothing different between us except for what I was willing to do.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm sure that's got to be like, it's really rewarding too. Like you were saying, having the groups and just, like, seeing like even a couple people kind of take off. Because I guess if you really look at the recovery homes as like, if this doesn't work for me, this whole place is bullshit. Or it'd be like, dude,
For sure.
Yeah, someone's got to do something. What is like the opiate with overdoses going down? Are they still going up, or like?
I'm not a big stats guy. I don't look at numbers. I just kind of fucking remain ignorant to it and live in my own world.
Yeah.
Which
Well, you
is
don't
great,
hear about
but
it as much anymore. It like dominated everything for a while.
after COVID, alcohol became a big thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I have a lot of alcoholics in my facility now.
Gotcha.
And then meth's making a pretty big.
Yeah, meth made
Big
a
push.
wow comeback.
A lot of people got off heroin or fentanyl with meth.
Yeah,
You know?
I've known people who have like off the heroin, meth comes into the picture, and they're like, "Damn, I'm actually super productive." And
then I work with the DEA. I'm like a keynote speaker for the DEA at these summits that they have all over the nation. And I was just doing an event with them in St. Louis, and they were like, "Yeah, cocaine's making a big comeback. We're fucking busting down big shipments of cocaine." So, kind of like how I said Miami Vice was cool again.
all
Like
comes
crack
around.
could be cool again soon with like the
Very well.
80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's usually how the world works.
Do you think they should legalize drugs? Do you think that'd be easier to help people, or do you think it would make things worse?
I think so. You know, I don't know about legalizing it, but I do believe in like safe injection sites. And Philly was going to be the first place to do that.
Yeah.
And then they shut it down at the midnight hour. And their fear was that like it could trigger others in the community to want to get high. And maybe that's the case, but for me, I would never walk past a safe injection site and be like, I think I want to go in there and shoot up heroin.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I think they did this in London or Britain, whatever, years ago. And
I
it
believe
worked.
it works. In Sweden, I think maybe.
Yeah.
And what I think would be beautiful about it is you use it as a portal, right? It's a major harm reduction approach. They give you clean needles, clean water, clean cotton.
And they test, obviously, the drugs.
And then they test the drugs. And the majority of the people that are in there don't really want to be in there anymore.
That's kind of what
it's lost its allure.
Exactly. You're in like a doctor's bench.
Yeah,
You're
you're being fucking monitored as you shoot up with some weird guy to make sure you don't die and to inject you with Narcan. So at the very least, when you do say you're ready, bam, we have avenues to get you.
Yeah.
But now check this out. Me being a major advocate for that, right? I own where I live in Old City, right, in Philly, and a really nice place. And someone said to me, they said, "Well, would you want it next to your house?" And I'm like,
no.
Yeah, because it fucked my property value up, right? And I'm just being transparent and open.
Sure,
I'm like,
for sure.
So there's two sides to every fucking coin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then again with that, you're gonna have people like pop a door handle and all this shit. And it's like, yeah, because you're like
straight up.
not
So
here.
I really just try to remain like Switzerland in a lot of fucking plays.
That makes
just
sense,
neutral
yeah.
and adapt accordingly.
At least you're honest, because I heard people be like, I wouldn't care, and it's like,
yeah,
you sure?
Yeah. And, that's just the truth of the matter. Now, not saying that like, if the opportunity presented itself and they were going to do it, I would still back it. But in my mind, I'm like, but couldn't you just go a neighborhood over? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't vote no on it. Let's put it that way. I would not vote no on it, but I would definitely vote for it to be in the next neighborhood over.
For sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Everybody would.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It's such a individualized thing. I don't know what the approach is except for just taking the time to help one person.
Yeah.
That's it. One person.
True.
and that one person who helped me. Just think about all the heroin that I stopped injecting, all the people I stopped hurting, that the one less needle that's being found on your kid's playground because I stopped shooting up.
Yeah, man.
Like, it goes that far.
It's crazy. And again, like you were saying, like people, you get kind of mired in the cliche of it, but it is pretty nuts to think about that. Like if that guy that day had been like, fuck him, I don't feel like doing
Straight
this.
up.
Like you were saying, your mom's upset, but you're burning bridges, you're ripping shit off, you're going to jail, all the shit. And it's like, it's pretty crazy when you think about the ripple effect.
And I believe that that's the approach that will change the outcome. I mean, it's put it this way. So in Delaware, where all my sober living houses are, my treatment center as well, we really wanted the community to see, because in there they said, well, we don't really want them in our neighborhood, right? I get it. So one of the stipulations with Novak's house is when it snows, you have to go out and you shovel your neighbor's porch and their driveway, and like you be kind to humanity and society. And then that was working, and it snowball affected into the guys and women living in Novak's house. They started getting jobs within the community.
That's cool.
And then the people who owned the businesses that started hiring the Novak's house clients, they saw something different in them. Same thing that happened to me. I'd show up to work early. I'd stay late. I took pride in washing dishes. They're like, where are you? What's, because they aren't, it's just different. And they're like, where are you from? What's the backstory? Like, oh, we live in this place called Novak's House. It's a sober house. And what the business owners within the community did on their own, I wish I could take credit for this, is they created a private Facebook page called Novak's House Hires. And if any of these businesses need employees, they put a post up that goes to the Novak's House only. And then if any of the Novak's House people need a job, they put their resume or what their qualifications are.
That's cool.
Because like they're seeing the good that they're creating through the ethics and behaviors. And like it's taking on a whole life of its own, right? So like it snowball effects, then it opens the window for people wanting to hire people in recovery, where before it was taboo, it was shied away from. You don't do that, they'll rob you, they'll lie to you, they'll steal from you. I'm here to prove that that's not the fucking reality.
Nice,
of
man.
all of, but like
for sure, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it can be done.
But the old saying is, if you haven't been ripped off in AA, you're not helping enough newcomers. So it's like,
no, that makes sense. But that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, and again, I'm not creative enough or intelligent enough to create that. It's just me stepping out and letting the process play out.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, I think that's it, man. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that.
I enjoyed this.
I'm pumped to hear about that, and I enjoyed it too, man. I'm really happy to hear, it's good to hear people taking their time to help the world. Like that's still a thing, because I think a lot of people
for sure just
get so, and it's not like a bad thing.
I would say I'm guilty of it too, getting consumed in the rat race.
I'm the worst. Yeah, I have to jump out of it every day.
Straight up.
What the fuck am I doing with myself?
Yeah, once you hit to that point where you hit the wall, right?
Yeah. Daily, yeah.
Same. I wake up every morning with a brain that wants to fucking kill me on a layaway plan.
Yeah.
Right? Install in a plan of just like one fucking defect at a time.
Yeah.
So anyone out there that might need help, you can reach me directly at 610-314-6747. Call me, and if you need help with getting treatment.
Nice. Well, thank you so much.
Love you, brother.
See you, bro.
Cheers.
Love you. Thank you.